You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shot. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about the clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. white girl, never short at the shop. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about to clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shop. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about to clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shop. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas. Disrespectful with the tweets, I don't follow you niggas. My youngest about to clout, couple followers niggas, and I actually have them follow you niggas. Don't get it twisted. You are now in tune with broadband bullies. Let's go. Yeah, broadband bullies got a lot of juice. 4 different states, that's a lot of troops. Money coming in off the alley hoops. We split it 4 different ways, that's what family do. We hear them throwing shots, but they ain't prepared to shoot. We was raised in the game, every day we hoop. And I ain't talking controllers, homie. Even the cages in the hood couldn't hold us, homie. Animal. The left trigger got them focused on the send off. Soon as they trigger the right button, then we pick them off. Never been a worker, always ordered the block. I ain't seen, I ain't heard, we avoided the cops. Kept a white girl, never short at the shop. Reinvest in ourselves, never short on shots. Get it? Z told me about a lot of you niggas.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I don't even want to go. Wait, what's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Next Gen 720. I don't know, Mike, so let me set my sound here, right? The day after. I wanted to get a little earlier, but I had some running around to do. I actually had a lot of running around to do, man. So I couldn't get here early as I wanted. So I wanted to do a show around 3, 4 o'clock. But you know me. I used to run on black man's time, man. You know what I mean? Twitter's on fire. Twitter is on fire. Social media is on fire. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about the show the day after. Because I went back and rewatched it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't really that bad. You know? Or people just, say, nitpicking. You know? Or people just being toxic. My mic is turned up. I'm good there. Let me close this here. I don't know who's in my Discord. We're going to see. We're going to talk about it. All right. We live.
So what do the male type?
We live.
Let me catch myself.
Hey, Paul, if you bring the show up, you shut everybody out. I told you they
I got you. Yes, sir. Your boy Poster back in the place. We had to take a hiatus for a minute. I had to cool down.
You ain't the only one.
Get some perspective.
You ain't the only one.
You know what I'm saying?
He missing too.
Man, shout out. Shout out to the nail bet, Tekken God Jets, Tommy Bull, Wraith the Emperor, Crimson X25, X Perez 2010, T-Step 29, Ninth Star Games, Spider Silver 147, Heath, I still lay on my stomach. Stevens, Yobo 1245, Main J25, James. We got Keytron Clark. We got Miss Fifi. You know what I'm saying? We got Spider 13, T Easy 83. We all made PlayStation Nation. Stop 6 Doc, the Dark Lord Fusion, Classic Weather 153, Derek's Corner, King Reaper 7-4. G. I know he representing the homie. I know he's 7-4. I know what that 7-4 stand for. You ain't slick, player. That nigga straight. Shout out to Lay, Ghost of New Orleans, Sell Double E. We got Buck, our 2 blows during the show. That we got Steph. We got Spirit, Traveler, MDK, Cree Ross, Sound 2217.
That ain't true. I'm light skinned.
We got the real Coludo, PSN Alpha Will, Philip Sin 22, Phantom Kraken, aka Joe
You know, turn him into a gas and shut him.
Yo, nigga, I don't know where you put your hands on. Nigga, you need to remove that.
I'm gonna ask him how you pronounce his name next time I talk to him at the party.
Shit sound cute. That shit sound cute as hell. You can't be a man with a name Johansson.
Say
I do. Who was that? Who goes? If I'm pronouncing that correctly, Ballin' Harder, the Gummy 55. We got J Rex, Trey Mac.
You know Trey Mac crazy ass. Trey, what up, Trey?
Yeah. If you're from Chicago, you know about DJ Trey. You'll know what I mean by Trey Mac Premier. Okay, shout out to Vidali. Shout out to L Boogie, Derek's Corner. We got Phil Mike Hunt. Nigga put his whole government in there. Tip Diamond, Emmanuel A1,
the third, Freddie Jackson the 8th. But they get you like that when you make your Google account now. When you put your name in, that should straight be your email. Yeah,
that nigga's called Aloysius Lupin the Third. Colvin man, Colvin man. We got Neverland, the Geek Nerd. On Dark Stalker 4. Dark Stalker was a raw fighting game back in the day. No Russian. We got J Pro. We got Painted Gamer. I don't know what he painted. Boy, that sounds nasty. With all that liquid plastic on your body gaming. Nasty, man. Strong Joe-Line Herman.
Joe.
Joe-Line. That name funny. The Finest. Shout out to The Finest, man. Man, y'all don't know how much work that man do behind the scenes in terms of communication with all the stuff that's going on in gaming, man. He keep us up to date on everything. So shout out to The Finest, man. We got Riz Biz, Gen X 128. We had, let me see here. I think that's Joe Henry. Let me go down. Got them. Got Sam Ash, Cold as Ice. Who else? 22. Crap Boy. That's about it. Playbox. Yeah, we good. Middle Finger Mark. Nico PBG. Phil the Beard. Florencio Venezuela. Villanueva. Nigga, Florencio Villanueva. Bruh. I'm gonna stop right there. Blazion, Raheem.
I think it's Vinny.
Panda Mark. Hey, they look like Villanueva. If I'm not Florencio. I know you was getting heated in grammar school. I'm telling you, it was Rocio name all through grammar school. Florencio. Shout out to Lushy Loon, Hood Star 61, Gabrielle Ortiz. We got I got some bills here too. Ronin Games, John Shepard, Brett Favor, Bob MCPE. We got $10. Post Up has an out of body experience. Yesterday, cried and ish. Then after the show, gave himself the stranger pause because his hands get more used that way than using that Elite 2 with. As far as games, fuck nigga. Corey Tidwell with $5. Post, I'm gonna let you slide. Post, I'm gonna let you slide for yesterday. Heard you ate a bad batch of oxtail. They was terrible. Yeah, they was terrible, brother. Terrible. They won't tender at all, man. The Halo demo is 2 hours longer than the Dominican Spider. Cheer up, big fella. Thanks, Corey. I got you, man. I'm back to myself. I just had to get some perspective. Shout out to Maxi
Mac,
with the
bro.
Halo, Fable, Stalker 2, Alvalid.
Oh, I think you're talking about the game from what's it called from the ones that make a Skyrim. But that
Skyrim, yeah. Gunk, State of Decay 3, I'm good. Halo looked legit day one play for me. Needs more polish though, but Halo was a go. Show a 8.5, but so was Sony Game Pass. Best deal in gaming. Yeah, Game Pass is best deal in gaming after that show. Then we got who we got here. T. Beckett. Hold on, baby. Juan Castillo. Out Apex Alpha J. Let me see here. I think that's it. We can start the show. Jim, Captain Price. Shout out to Ricky Brown with the $5. It pains me to say this. Post the box is dead. Bury it. Next time we see a green X, don't bother buying it. We can get Game Pass on our Samsung TVs. Shout out to David D, J Hart Rick, and Skull Terrace. Okay, but we're gonna start the show from there because we got everything.
Good, everybody. Shout out to everybody that's rocking out live. I appreciate it.
Hit the like button. Over 200 and some people watching right now. Only 60 something else. Help the show.
Help the show. More than you know, right? All right, we're getting right into the show. We gonna get the biggest knife in the drawer. We gonna cut the bullshit out, right?
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been in NeoGAF in years. I always thought NeoGAF, how you say, was a very toxic place. And when I first got recruited to the Xbox Army militia, you know what I mean? I felt in there that was Sony Gav, Pony Gav. They didn't get an Xbox a fair shake. You know what I mean? So yesterday, it was just Microsoft show was yesterday. Someone I guess made a thread to me or about me, and then I said there was this color fellow on YouTube who said years ago to bring back Donnie D, and they said I thought that guy was foolish at first, but
so they backing NeoGAF backing you up?
He may be on to something. Now again, how long has Phil been in charge? Phil's been in charge for how long now?
2014.
He's been a front man since 2014. And this is nothing to do with it. This is his baby hair, right? This is all him. The first showing, what you saw right there. Does Phil still have anyone here confidence, or was Donnie D all right? Was he the man for the job?
You asking me or the panel?
Whoever want to take the question, or make it different. Yeah, you talking? Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Before I answer though, I am gonna pay these bills though. The lights and gas come first. Shout out to Mr. All Around Gamer with the $4.99. Gotta let these fuck niggas, aka ponies, know that Halo not done. It's an old bill, possibly 4 to 6 months old. Sit down, fuck niggas. Tommy Bull with the $2. That field background left right out. Yeah, the memes they've been doing on Halo been crazy. And then shout out to Yobo1245 with the $2. Stop settling for $1 trillion company. Demand better. And the Analog Circle podcast with the $5. I haven't caught a live show in a while. Thanks for the amazing entertainment.
That,
Post spitting those bars. Oh, y'all stay tuned. I'm working on an amazing new intro for Z. I know he's been patient with me, but when I get through with this, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. To answer the question, I'm still on the fence. I still want to look outside of what they did Master Chief dirty yesterday in terms of how they put him out there. I wouldn't have did that. That Master Chief been carrying the box for a long time, right? He takes a 5-year hiatus, and for his return to the public eye in terms of a new game, you do that man dirty with no ray tracing, no high-res textures, a fucked up ass environment, an incomplete skybox. And then the hook game, even the grappling hook gameplay was whack as hell. If you really slow down, it ain't even like the grappling hook disappear. It's like it slide and then it just disappeared. like it was so much wrong in how they showed Halo yesterday. Even though it's an old build. If hold on, Trey. If you're gonna do that in that case, and you knew you was gonna show old build, stay in the show. Say, look, due to the pandemic, our development environment has changed, and based on that, we're going to show you an old build of this game, but this build is not indicative of the final gameplay. At least set that expectation so when people go in, they can say, okay, we understand that. Because even the guy from Destiny, he even said he don't like working from home. He don't like the work environment in terms of working from home and creating games from home. He even had an issue. So set that expectation. Don't just throw Master Chief out there disrespectful like that. We're talking about Master Chief where IGN had to change the polling because he was beating Mario in terms of best character or most iconic character. IGN had to literally change the poll because Master Chief was beating Mario. So you got to give him the respect. It ain't no Xbox without Master Chief. Point blank. It's no Xbox without it. And you gonna put that man out there like that.
I give you that. Yeah, he is the face to Xbox. Oh, we got some bills right. We'll get these bills right quick.
Yeah, I got you.
There we can.
Let me see here. I just want to make sure I got
Craig is the new face of Xbox.
Okay. Yeah, Craig, we 343 got to get up on out of here.
That top flight of security in the world, Craig.
And shout out to J Hard Rick with the $5. It's not Phil's fault. He needs more time. He's only had 7 years. No, it's his fault because he got to get. I don't care about quantity. They showed a lot of games. I applaud that. It's quality. And Microsoft got to get some quality control over there, man. You just don't put no shit out there like that. Shout out to Ricky Brown with the $5. Post up, you my boy. Stop this. It's over. MS sold more PS5s for Sony with that field. Nah, I think yesterday was more so them selling Game Pass. Game Pass is going to do a lot of numbers. It's going to increase. That was a lot of value yesterday for Game Pass. Whether you like Game Pass or not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put that pony name out there, but a pony DM'd me yesterday asking how could he get the 2 or 3 years of Game Pass Ultimate, but we ain't gonna put that pony out there. And I had to teach him step by step on how to do it. Okay, all right. Let me. It's a lot of bills here, Z. So give me a minute, okay? Okay, y'all bear with me, man. Man, I'm trying to keep up. Shout out to Raheem 860.
Raheem, what up, boy?
This has been going on far too long. Microsoft cannot go toe-to-toe with Sony. We have to accept it, stop the damage control. In terms of quality first-party games, I agree with that somewhat, but Sony still is going to have to find out how to combat Game Pass. Microsoft not playing with that. Every game show yesterday is going to be into Game Pass day and date. That is big. That is big for the subscription service, bro. I don't care what people say. Shout out to Blazion with the $5. Don D didn't get a fair chance. Phil messed up way more than Don D and still here. Don D fucked up, brother. Then he went to another company and fucked that company up. And then he went to another company and fucked that company up. And now you don't see him no more. Now you don't see him no more. Ricky Brown with the $5. Stop supporting those fuck niggas if we want better games. Yeah, I do think it's a big community of Xbox that's too content with what Xbox do. They don't do constructive criticism or nothing, and that's bad. Mac City Entertainment with the $5. Ponies out here, mad capping and cooning. Show was good, just as good as Sony's 8.5. A lot of ponies I saw enjoyed the show, then turned around and started capping. Yeah, I think Halo was when you hype Halo that much up before the show, the weeks prior to, you do the pre-show Halo, and then you show it like that, it just took a damper out, and it gave Sony ponies ammo to just focus on Halo because they couldn't really do nothing with other content. Kids with the 789, why did the invite have a blocky Minecraft look to them? Those graphics was not impressive. Even in the 4K upload, they said it was on the PC with Series X specs. So Hoodstar 601 with the 499 post was completely right about the show. And Tim Dog was super capping, talking about 9 out of 10. That's his perspective. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Veteran with the 119, if that was the best vertical cut they could show. Hold on, if that was the best vertical cut they could show, us on Halo. In which shape do you believe the rest of the game is in right now? And Soniac showed us 2 vertical cuts that pop all over Halo. I do think Ratchet and Clank looks fucking amazing, bro. I've stressed that. Shout out to Tommy Bull with the $2. Microsoft wanted their own Joel moment with Chief. It didn't happen. And then we have, damn, they just keep coming. Hold on. Let me make sure I ain't. And then
Keep going. This is the #1 podcast. What you expect?
Shout out to Tavion Parrish with the $4.99. Well, there'll be a next gen only show, and it might be time to admit that Microsoft can't make single player games like Sony. No, it's not going to be a next gen only show. Both companies going to show content that's going to be cross gen. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way these first launch games out of the door work. We're not really going to see what these systems really can do until about 2 or 3 years in, once developers get comfortable with it. But Sony got a good start off in what they showed. And then Lushy Loon with $2, great podcast, PS5 rumor, new God of War, and RDNA3, and an unannounced game, an unannounced title that they're bringing back. And I know what I think it is.
I'm gonna add that to the side. I want to talk about that too.
Right. Yo,
man, talk about that bullshit ass exclusive.
Hold on. Shout out to the Almighty Fun God.
Nigga, we had the gate with this.
Shout out to I got the bills and the lights come first, man.
No doubt, man. But this is the Super Chat podcast.
Hey, man, they keep coming. Shout out with the Almighty Smart God, the one in that RIP Ego Eggs Boggs, Dead Boy Up Phillip.
God damn.
What? I don't know what type of If you can read that, if you can.
I think he means Phil. He must mean Phil Spencer.
I know he said, I think he tried to say that boy Phil. Philip.
My man from Louisiana and shit.
Thanks for the $2, though.
Come on to read the shit.
Thanks for the $2, though. Max CD Entertainment with the $2. Here we go. RDNA 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Let's talk about that bullshit ass excuse that Microsoft is pitching right now, talking about that shit. A 6-month-old bill? Hold on, man. Let me speak.
We're gonna talk about that. But the question was though, because that's the elephant in the room. The question was, is Phil still the man for the job? And was Donnie D? The question was Donnie D better suited at it? That was the question here. I mean,
Donnie D was Donnie D was
damn still not the man for the job.
Donnie D was better.
No, he's not.
He was. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he was better.
When you hop on the show, my brother.
Hey, brother.
That's all good, bro. I heard. Go ahead, get you going.
I heard you trying to expose somebody, so I had to come and stop you.
You already know, man. I heard Post talking that bullshit already.
I heard you, Post. I was waiting.
Hop on the show.
I was waiting. Let me tell you. Okay, I say Donnie D is better, right? Regardless of what you say about Donnie D, yes, some of his comments in the beginning kind of jacked up that motivation in the beginning. You know that. If you don't want to play offline, we got a console for you, the 360. That was his deal. And guess what? If Microsoft would have stood by him and let his direction go, that shit probably would have worked out. Because this is what he brought to the table. Microsoft had a brand. It had a reason. It had a purpose and a mission.
And an identity.
Listen, let me finish. An identity. Yes, and an identity. It had exclusives. Something where he was like, this is our console. We're going to support it by any means. This is what we want. Like, fuck all other shit. Yeah, they messed up with the TV, but that stuff could end up being corrected. They fired him within the first 4 to 6 months. So his original vision never really took place, right? Phil came in, dismantled everything, and I get it. Some people want to say he saved Xbox, but Phil made the mistake of, for one, not caring about the console, not caring about the exclusive, in losing the identity of Xbox. Right now, no Xbox guy can tell me what the true identity of Xbox is anymore, because they've changed the narrative from it being the world's most powerful console to the console that brought in the Xbox Live and online party chat and stuff like that, all the way to an ecosystem that doesn't even need the hardware. So it's all about a service and a subscription. That is the current identity of Xbox, and that is not what most gamers want.
Can I retort that real quick? I know I'm a pony, but I'm gonna be honest. I have to retort that.
Yeah,
because
I want to retort it. Yeah, go ahead,
because you're giving Donnie D too much credit for something
yes, he is.
Do either.
Talk your talk, P. Rock.
All right, the man who made Xbox, the Xbox you talking about, J Dub, that's Peter Moore's Xbox.
Facts.
That's not Donnie D.
Facts.
Peter Moore was there with Sega, and he was there from the get go.
But 6 months, Porter Rock. He didn't have time to do nothing in 6 months.
Peter Moore relationship with the Japanese community. Go ahead, P. Rock.
I know. Listen, Peter Moore was the one that believed in exclusives. Peter Moore was the one that built up IPs. Peter Moore was the one who paid money to put up Miss Walker Studios. All that shit you talk about Xbox, that's Peter Moore. Donnie D's vision was not what you're talking about.
It wasn't what it is now.
It wasn't what it is now. Actually, it's better because what Donnie D wanted was Xbox to be an entertainment system, not a gaming console. That was his vision. His vision was not gaming.
TV.
That's Donnie D. Donnie D was the TV. Yeah, sure, there was exclusives. You could argue that, but that was already Xbox DNA.
And always online.
His shit was all about making that shit an all-round.
So how does that compare to what we got right now? A fucking service where the console is phased out.
But listen. The thing is, Phil took over a shit brand. He's pretty much. You understand what I'm saying?
Phil was there during the Donnie D days. Okay. He can't. What? Yeah. Phil Spencer was there during the Donnie D days. He was in charge of games. Phil Spencer's only job was in charge of the games.
You are right, but guess what? Donnie D is still the man.
He signed off on him.
He signed the checks, and he said, "I want TV."
Phil was joking them games.
Y'all put too much credit in Phil, man.
No. Listen. Donnie D said, "Your ass is gonna buy a Kinect." Donnie D said that.
I agree.
It wasn't Phil. Donnie D said, "Bitch, TV." Listen, I'm being real. Hold up. Donnie D said, "I'm gonna sell you a $500 console." Because of TV and all this shit. That shit didn't listen, hold up. That shit didn't work. It fell colossally. They fired him. They said, Phil, you're gonna fix this, but we ain't giving you this much money though.
Facts.
Remember, also admit the fact, at that time, Microsoft didn't even like Xbox.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
The insiders was on Twitter talking about how Xbox game budget was getting
And one last thing. Look at the shit Donnie D actually gave you.
All right, no problem. All right, hold on.
Let me get these bills quick.
One last thing. I'm not saying Phil Spencer's all that. But at least he's only having one conversation, and that's games.
Yeah. Let me get these bills.
Any other shit.
Let me get these bills. Then you can retort.
Okay, we got it.
All right. Shout out to Steel Knuckles with the $5. I'm gonna kind of manage this conversation. It's gonna be a good one. Shout out to Steel Knuckles with the $5. To the clown hating on Halo, it was a 6-month-old bill. Okay, we gonna keep.
Hey, Steel Knuckles, we're gonna change that name to Aluminum Knuckles. Cut your shit.
Hey, if it was 6 months old,
that bitch was 6 days old. That bitch was newborn.
That's a goddamn lie.
Shout out to Ramon White with the $5. Fanboys ham Donnie D for pushing services, but turn around years later and praise games.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Hold on. Ricky Brown with the $5. Jesus, hell must have frozen over. I agree.
All right.
And then Max City Entertainment.
Bro.
Oh, he say, oh wow. Now Porter Rock back on the show, fresh out of Xbox prison. Look at all these lost ponies coming out of the stall. Go back to
hold on. Y'all Xbox been running Attica too long. Goddamn inmates running the prison. The CEO
shout out to Caliente. We're gonna call him Kuta Kinte Harris with the $5. If Sony show didn't have the console release, it would have been a 6 out of 10. Be real. All those games are on Game Pass, PlayStation, donkeys. all this chat is something else. So shout out to Jen. Hold on, I gotta go up. Hold on, Z. Give me a minute.
Yo, Steel Knuckles.
Okay. Shout out to Steel Knuckles. It jumped down. I don't know why it jumped down like that. Shout out to Steel Knuckles with $10. So all the clowns responded to my super chat. Wait for the final product. Bet money it's gonna be better than any trash on that whack PS5 with fake RDNA2 GB. Don't jump out the window.
They said the same thing. Hey, they said the same thing about Crackdown. They said the same thing about Crackdown. Wait till it come out.
I try to tell my bots know what fights to pick, man. You got to know what fights to pick, man. I mean, look, man. Shout out to Yobo 1245. I'm serious, boy. They don't be knowing. We Yobo 1245 with the $5. Real talk. Microsoft needs to delay Halo. They're trying to pull a Sea of Thieves on their flagship title. It's going to ship with no content and a 67 Metacritic. That's a lie. It's going to ship with multiplayer and all that. They already confirmed that. But I do think they need to delay it if it's not where it needs to be. Gen X 128 499. The Microsoft show was good. Halo was okay. It was not the worst I've seen. You can't base the whole show on Halo. 30 games, all Game Pass, day one. And then Verge, it keep hopping because people keep.
Got two more.
Verge Brisbane 199. Talk your shit, P Rock, and welcome, homie. Yeah, shout out to Corby Tillwell with 29. J Scrubs is the worst. I know he lying. He be lying. Lying ass J Scrubs. Halo will keep us entertained for months to years, not a few hours like I know Black Spider-Man.
Oh, like Crackdown, hundreds of hours of Crackdown, right?
I'm gonna call
you. You said the same thing about Crackdown.
He said,
y'all gonna be playing God of War. Y'all gonna finish that at one and done. And what happened?
So I'm gonna call your PO. I'm gonna call your PO. Hold on, baby. You can see my phone. Look, Lionel Jeffries $5. Are we seriously taking Aaron Greenberg word for Halo? After he hyped the last two shows, shaking my head. But y'all take Sony and Sony execs words for everything. Why not take Microsoft execs for it? Shout out to Red 119.
Not like this.
Expected, I just had to throw that in there.
I don't know why. Pick your battles, Coach.
Expected a last swan song from Xbox before next generation coming up, but they entered the spotlight. Damn, why? Okay, it's time a new. But they entered the spotlight and strangled a puppy, and all I heard was a puppy catching her last pitches of air. 2 out of 10 for me. You disrespect. Emmanuel A1 with the $3. Love the show 8.5. And the black representation. Yeah, they did do that was trying to recover from that mix and shit. Okay, shout out to Back City Entertainment with the $3. My brother is consistent today. I'm gonna read it like a picture because you just paid your tithes, player. We don't need you ponies representing us. Why don't y'all go support your PS5? It's on life support. We got our first party Game Pass ponies like light-skinned girls with daddy issues, starving for men's issues.
Oh, man.
Men's attention. Gary Potter with the 199. Best thing about the Xbox reveal was Destiny 2. Fire with all that content. Harry, I'm not saying your whole name. I'm just Harry with the. I don't even want to say Harry. I'm just called Hair with the $5. $5 hair. J Scrub, how many PlayStation fanboys are playing Predator?
Yeah. More than Bleeding Edge. More than Bleeding Edge.
Hey, that's his go-to right there. Since they took his battle code, Microsoft took his battle code,
8 people playing.
Go to Bleeding Edge.
Hey, real talk. We seen 8 people playing fucking Bleeding Edge. God damn.
Yo.
But to answer Porter Rock, what are you saying? With I know
the last one. Let me get this last one. We're gonna get this.
Matt,
we're gonna get this. Look, we're gonna get this last one, then we're gonna let Z retort Porter Rock.
I think Game of Channel somebody wanted to go after me, but whatever, answer the question. All right. It's two last two.
Shout out to Avant B with the 199. Max City scared to pull up in card again. And Coop Man, I'm not gonna say your name special no more. Plus size, nigga. With the 499. I feel like MS was supposed to kill it even more than Sony. Sony has the market share, and they already sold PS5 based off this year. Stop comparing the two. Go ahead.
To answer your question, I still and you're right. Donnie was a businessman, and the TV thing, and again, they made some mistakes, right? But what I'm saying, and what Kratos is saying, the Xbox had games. No one questioned. No, but Rod, I mean, again, it's like at the start of a generation, ain't nobody got no goddamn world beaters, but they still had games. What I'm saying is, you compare the quality of exclusives to when he was there cutting the check for him, and to Whitfield was there. There's no even comparison. Like the last game we had was Quantum Break, outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo, right? Everything was Cuphead, PUBG, those and Ori, and the rest were Disney Rush, Zoo Tycoon. They're not even close. You know what I mean? And again, like you said, did give value to the box, and I understand again. Cool, and it is business, and the way things are changing, money is made outside the box. But we're just talking about games, right? I'm not talking about politics here, right? The quality of games have went down. Is basically what I'm saying. Since he's been here, fuck anything else. I don't care about what's going to PC. I don't play on PC. I'm a console dude. That doesn't bother me, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, some of Microsoft's biggest hits been on Halo, Fable, Gears, all that shit is on PC. Windows, what do you call it? Next shit, Old Republic, all that shit. Mass Effect. I don't play on PC. I'm a console dude. You know what I mean? I have a red capable PC, but I don't game there. I game on console. I'm talking about far as the quality of games that we receive. You know what I mean? And I'm not. And again, just to tag when we're gonna get into that. Show you see, and they did show a lot of value for Game Pass. You know what I mean? A little different game, but again, we see what they say quality control and hey, we're gonna come in. That's what I'm saying. People, I mean, I don't want to put any words in J Dub's mouth. I'm just talking about if you compare the quality of game. And all those guys, I think Peter Moore and Robbie Batch, and even before him, Shameless Black were better. You know what I mean? It was back then. I guess it was old school. Like it was about the box. It ain't about the box anymore. It's about the services. You know what I mean? How the fuck it's gonna go, whatever the case. But I'm just talking about the quality of goddamn games. You know what I mean?
All right. Let me rebuttal.
That's what I'm saying. So, there's no.
I understand.
A stark crash of comparison with when he was in charge. And so, you know what I mean? And I'm saying, it's not like, I'm going to say this last thing. Phil was a janitor. Phil always had that position. He just became his own boss in the same position that he had. You know what I mean? He would bring the games to Donnie D. Donnie D would write up the check on him. You know, he said 1 billion games allocated for, exclusive. All, you know what I mean? That was his job. You know what I mean? Donnie D, that's what I'm saying. If you're comparing the quality, you know what I mean, of exclusives. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So I understand your point with the quality exclusives. What I'm trying to say is, how do you get there? Right? Donnie D got handed a pristine Ferrari that was already 4 or 5 laps ahead of the competition. Like Peter Moore said, "Hey, you won, just don't crash. That's all you got to do." So Donnie D was able to make all these moves, get games, cut checks, get great IPs. But when he fucked up trying to push that TV shit. Listen. It put Xbox One in a seriously bad position. They were fucking up. They fired him, and they gave Phil, "Hey, Phil, fix it, but we're not going to give you the support as if you got a winning franchise." So now Phil can only do what he did, limited funds. Yes, it's $1 trillion company. But again, at that time, especially with Xbox failing, Microsoft don't like Xbox. So Phil had to work in the constraints that he got as that man in charge. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the reality Phil's in. That's just it. Right? He could only do.
I understand that. He could
only purchase. He could only pay to what he's allowed to do.
Okay. Can I? Hold on. Let me say this. Z. Here's the thing, right? Okay, fine. Let's say this. 6 months after 6 months of launch, Donnie D gone. Okay, he's gone. That's it. He's gone. He's done. Phil Spencer takes over. It's 7 fucking years later, 6-7 years later, right? And we still pointing to Donnie D as why, like, it's like, at what point, right? At what point is Phil going to have some baggage to be pointed out?
Before you answer, no, I can answer that question too. All right, simple. How well has Xbox been selling this? Okay, barely anything. Wait. How well has the games been selling? Barely anything.
Games.
So what the hell you know what I'm saying? Even the third-party games. Like fuck the first party.
I mean,
even the third-party game. Listen, even the third-party games. It's usually like if you look at the big 3: PC, PlayStation, Xbox. The third-party games sell.
Before we get lost in that, I want to be judging the first thing.
Think about that. What do you want Phil to work with a last place console selling last place games?
I want to adjust the first thing. We have to stop this narrative that Phil had limited resources. We got to stop this thing about, we talking about this is the same company that spent $2 billion on Minecraft, that gave us multiple controllers, you know what I mean, and or had money for everything else, and buying up. It's not so much they didn't like Xbox; they buying up so much shit around gaming. You know what I mean? So it's not that they want to get out of gaming. They're knee deep. They, Havoc engine, this engine, slip all all this other shit they buying around. We got to stop the narrative that Phil had motherfucking
Mixer. They spend the money on fucking what's the Twitch streamer? All these fucking Twitch streamers and all that.
They had
shit,
dollar Lunchables and the dollar menu. We got to stop that. Again, what Phil and I did a video and that he strategically started taking away exclusives. Once he became the boss, we started releasing less and less and less and less. But that's what I'm saying. As far as that, I'm not saying is Phil a better. Actually, Phil put his foot in his mouth all the goddamn time. Is he a nicer guy? Yeah. Women, they go. Yes. First he said, of course the PC is going to have exclusives, and they're going to be exclusives releasing on the console, right? That's not happening. But guess who still gets the exclusives? The cell phone and the fucking PC, right? Little shit like that wouldn't have happened, I believe in my heart, if Donnie D was still there. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not talking about policies or politics, Democrat, Republican. I'm just talking about the quality of games. And also, too, you got to realize, before Donnie D left, he got his Titanfall. That was one of the last things he shoehorned in before he got the fuck up out the door. It might have been Phil that went to deal with Gears. But I know Titanfall, again, came up under Donnie D. You know what I mean? So all that shit up until then, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, I like Killer Instinct. I like, actually, I like Rise too. Everything. All that shit up until then was under him. The deal with Remy, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Was all up under him. You know what I mean? And
all right, so let's look at it from a business standpoint, right? Let's put the fanboy.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Who that? Jen? X, I mean, great. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. We got a few bills here. Let me just get caught up right quick, and then I got you right now, bro.
All right, go ahead.
Hold up.
Go ahead, get him on me right now.
My man, Coop, man, we got that. J. Harvick, wait till E3. But my man, still no. I don't want to see my opponents hate on the Xbox when Sony is trying to make a PS5 like Xbox. Y'all gonna be looking stupid playing PlayStation games with a controller that looks like an Xbox controller. Gary Potter, I'm sorry. I'm a Sony guy, but P-Rock keeping it real, yo. My man, Lima Shakur, thanks for the laugh. Shout out to you. Sony Profit, hit the like profit. Hey, yo, you see that UFO shit, right? They came on and announced they got UFOs. But anyway, but yeah, so, Spike can go, or you want to say something? Or
all right, so, I mean, we got to look at, we look at things within our microcosm, right? Like, because we in this community, right? But we got to look at the broad idea of what gaming is to the world. So if you look at the way that Phil has been structuring this company, and it's a slow process because you got to make things that can have, that can last, that's tangible, and things that can, keep your company afloat even when it's not making money on what your core product is. So the thing is that Phil is structuring this company, and the way Xbox is going right now is almost like the Rumble Pack that was in the Nintendo 64. It changed gaming, right? It changed the way controllers were made. It changed all of that, just like the internet in consoles changed gaming. Phil is changing gaming with this Game Pass shit. And that's what Microsoft is trying to do. Microsoft is trying to force the hand of all of their competitors to make them games as a service. Okay. Now you got to look at why he's doing that, because the development time in the 360 and PS3 era was like 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And we got nice exclusives, but now it's taking 5 to 7 years to make these damn things. So the price of games are going to go up to $70. And when they do, then Game Pass is going to look really good, okay? And everybody else, Sony and Nintendo, that's why he said that our competitors is not Nintendo and Sony. Our competitors is Stadia and Google. It's because they're moving themselves into that type of service. Now we can keep screaming for these exclusives and all that. They're going to give that to us. But once he's finished structuring the company the way he wants to structure it, and he feels good about it, then we'll start.
We got bounties on the cool moon, but everybody said we got bounties on the cool moon. But I'm sorry, what happened? I'm sorry, again.
Put him in the cool
I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, you bugging the fuck out.
I get what he's trying to say, right? Here's the thing, right?
Burning Bush talking snake.
Time waits for no fucking man. They did not invest for 3 whole years. They just sat on their fucking hands, and now they decided to invest a couple of years ago. And it's going to take a long time for all of these games to come to fruition. Most of the games they showed yesterday are in pre-production. A lot of them are in pre-production. Forza, Fable, I can keep going in pre-production, right? That's going to take a minimum of about 3 to 4 years for these games to come out. That means to tell me, right? You're going to release the console this November, and we're gonna have to sit and wait for E3 after E3 after E3.
There's gonna be 10 games on release though, Jay. There's gonna be 10 games released.
My brother, I play more than 10 games in 3-4 years. I'm sorry, that 10 games ain't gonna fucking hold me over for no 3 to 4 years when your competition dropped 8 games just this year. Just this year alone. Listen. Just this year, Sony dropped like 8 exclusive, good, high quality Game of the Year winners and contenders just this year alone, 2020. You don't think?
What's those games called?
Neil, listen. Let me name them.
Don't do this. I just got here and I was about to kill Grid, but don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. I just got here and I was about to murder Grid. Let me murder Grid.
Fanboy shit aside. Come on.
We don't know if you play games.
One at a time, please. One at a time. Please, one at a time.
I know.
You had it good. One at a time. Let's keep it one at a time.
So basically, so what I'm saying is it's going to take all of that time from them years where they didn't do anything to catch up. And I hate to say it, but the competition is not sitting still.
But what are they catching up to, J-Dub? They catching up to console sales? Is that what you're talking about? What are they trying to catch up to?
Listen,
they're not trying to.
My brother, listen,
J-Dub, they're not playing. But they're not playing that game, J-Dub. They don't care about that, bro.
Listen. At the end of the day, right? It's all about the games. It's not about the service. It's not about the console. It's about the games. And they don't have the games.
They don't have the games you like, okay? But they're trying to sell a service.
Obviously,
they're selling
it's not working,
service,
brother. Obviously, it's not working, right? Okay. Obviously, it's not working right now. Obviously, right? They discontinued the world's most powerful fucking console within 2 years.
That's a talking point.
It's not working.
That's a talking point.
That's a goddamn shame.
Name Xbox games they dropped this year. Name the Xbox games they dropped this year.
No, they have no exclusives this year.
Thank you.
But they have. That's what I'm saying. But why is gaming? Why is gaming predicated on exclusives?
And they dropped Ori this year.
Okay, yeah. Why is it predicated on exclusives? Why is it not predicated on just games in general?
What?
Okay, if you right, if you right, my brother. If you right,
I don't understand y'all, bro.
If you right, well, what you're saying, if you right, then that goddamn Xbox wouldn't be discontinued. Then we would have more.
Why would they keep making all of these consoles? It costs too much money. Why would I keep producing something that I'm getting ready to move on to the next generation? Why would I keep producing old shit?
Hold on. Let me jump in here.
Okay, then.
Let me jump in here. My brother Kratos, you be talking 100% unadulterated bullshit.
Not at all.
Hold on. You get on this show when Microsoft announced the Series X and that it was going to be a Lockhart. You clown Microsoft for having too much hardware. Now you flipping the script saying they discontinued what's this going to be? They're going to have what is it? They're going to have too much hardware on the market?
No, they're going to discontinue the X Series X in 2 to 3 years. Watch. And y'all going to fucking eat it up.
They not going to discontinue the Series X, bro.
Yeah, it is. And you ain't going to care. Just like you don't care about them discontinuing the X Series X.
The analysis you do with your narrative is crazy. You clown them for saying they're going to have too much hardware.
J-Dub, you're too passionate, bro. You're too passionate.
And then when they cancel 2 systems, you want to clown them for that too. You got to pick
it up. Hold on 1 second. Let me get one bill.
They just had a show, and you still apologizing every time they have a show.
Let me Sony's show wasn't that great, nigga. You acting like that show was
It was way better.
Hold on.
Fucking bug snack, volcano high. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
All right, hold on. One at a time.
I'm trying to break
man. Hold on.
Hold on. All right, hold on. I gotta pay the bills. Hold on. Hold on. Because they're gonna disappear. And I gotta, be respected people. My man Gabe, I'm a Sony guy, but P-Rock's keeping it real, yo. Corey said, Mr. Corey said for the fine again. I believe that's fine again. Thanks for the laugh, for that thumbnail, brother. Much respect to Post Up for showing his disappointment. My brother again, Sony Prophet, UFOs, right? Hold on, let me scroll down.
You missed it.
No, I got the other one. No, all right, Master Shit 40. What's up, Master? Was let down by the show, but P-Rock is freaking down. That motherfucker got the Bible in his name. He's a pastor. Pastor P-Rock. Shout out to P-Rock. Recruiter Perez. Where's King Blood At level man, lie. He wasn't here just now. I don't know where yet. Apex Alpha Gaming. Hell froze over. It's the last day. I agree with Pastor P Rock. Max City Entertainment. Sony show games early all the time. That's a fact. Not a problem. Yes, they do. Still Knuckles. How many PS5s? Hold up. Still Knuckles. Oh wait, hold on.
Exclusives dropping day one compared to Xbox. Ponies in cricket mode.
One.
No.
Okay. Yeah. You got.
Still crying. Shout out to Max City with the $2 said nobody worried about console sales. Ricky Brown with the $5 said post in Max City. We may have to sign a pony contract. Shout out to Brian Mason with the $10 said, do you think that Microsoft significantly reduced the Xbox game budget because of the way that Scalebound was handled? It seems like it started to go downhill from there. They bought more stuff, so I'm pretty sure that budget went up. Shout out to Mega Dave Zero with the 199 said Xbox is trash, gentlemen. That's true. Shout out to Coopman 30 with the 199 said The Last of Us 2 and Ghost will be Game of the Year contenders for the win. Well, he said 8 or 9, so I want to hear those 8 or fucking 9. Shout out to Corey Tidwell with the $5 said J Scrub acting like they showed Halo and left like Russell Simmons. Thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night. Outer Worlds is better than Fallout 4. Where is it?
I told you
I need to get in. Coop man. Max City said, "Why does JW even care? He's a pony." And shout out to Rob break these fucking niggas' legs post. Max City said JW capping again. You can't have 5 SKUs at launch. Shout out to
Mac.
Yeah, I got Rob. I mean, I got Max City. Sean Livingston with $5 said J Dub struggle with connecting the dots in school. Put him in the capping and cooning room. Shout out to Linnell Jeffers with the $5 said PS4 game is this year. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Ghost, Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy 7, Neo, Persona 5, etc.
They had a lot of those AA games.
Harry Balls with the $2. Wow, yeah. I'm still waiting for J Scrub to name those 8 games.
He just named them, so
R&B. I don't know about all that. Those are 8 Game of the Year contenders.
No matter the games. I said.
That's not what you said. R&B the third with $5 said Ponies Dance for Halo, but ignore the rest of the show that stumped out the PS5 launch titles. 30 games in Game Pass versus Bugsnax, Spider-Man, Black Lives Matter edition. Shout out to J-Dub with the $4.99.
That shit was lame
with
as
his
fuck.
punk ass. Say Xbox is in last place and bots talking like they winning. What are we doing here? Post up eating fried chicken necks and bacon grease.
Fuck nigga.
Shout out to J Hart said Microsoft discontinuing the X proves he was right. Sony Prophet said Greg got a battery installed in his back, and Vegeta 90. These bots sound like Adrian Broner when he lost.
Oh yeah, I won. We'll get.
So
I want to finish saying what up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Paul.
I just want to say, you gotta pick a side with your talking points, Curtis. You be talking so fast, knowing so much out there. You think motherfuckers don't catch? I catch that shit. You know, Maz don't catch that. Okay. So you can't pull that shit when we on the panel player. Do that shit on these other motherfuckers. Now, number one, I want to talk to Z and Kratos, especially with this budget thing. With the look. So I gotta question some of you niggas' business tactics. Right? When you're working for a company, you have a CEO and you have a CFO, a chief financial officer. Just because you're $1 trillion company don't mean you got access to $1 trillion. Don't mean you can just run off and spend shit. That shit has to get approved, and you got to go through a chain of command to get that done.
But the board got to approve it once the CFO gives the.
Number two, Kratos with this talk that in the corporate world things take time. Shit is not just gonna flip around in a day. The transition that Porter Rock said Phil helped Xbox through, that shit don't happen in a year. It don't happen in 2 years. That shit happens over time. You know what I'm saying?
As a gamer, are you willing to sit here and wait another 5 years for it all to come to fruition?
It's already the next generation.
You waited the whole PS3 generation
we're out of a current generation now. we're going into a new generation. I'm not waiting. The only thing I'm waiting on is for the systems to release.
This dude reached 20 years back in the past,
I will judge Phil based on this generation and what he do, because this alleviates Donnie from this conversation, this gen.
Bro,
this new gen,
Donnie D was gone 6 months. And at the start of the generation, you that means you done gave Phil Spencer.
J-Dub, listen, hold up. Again, J-Dub, listen. Hold on.
Just saying that when he came in and took over in the Xbox division, got immediately moved under a Windows vision, who he had to answer to another boss, who had to answer to another boss.
Okay, I give up.
They still going under reorganization now.
Let me try to again, J-Dub, you know I'm not an Xbox, right? But you gotta look at the situation, right? Donnie D, when he took over, Xbox was on top of the food chain, so he was able to get things green lighted like nothing. They already pretty much won. He snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory. You understand what I'm saying? So when Donnie D took over, they were writing checks for Xbox, whatever. Remember, he took over in 2009
because they wanted to win.
PlayStation 3 in 2009, PlayStation 3 was at its lowest point. That was the year the CEO of Activision was like, "Hey, if PS3 don't sell better, we're not making no more Call of Duty." That's how bad PS3 was and how good 360 was.
They forget
so now,
Rock.
Listen, Donnie D has the keys.
Damn, I ain't no PS3 was doing that fucking bad.
It was bad.
Activision.
Like, I was PS3 trash, but I ain't know.
Go to Google, type in Bobby Kotick, 2009. We may have to stop supporting PS3 if it don't sell better. He said that to his investors.
Yep.
It was that serious.
I remember Bethesda didn't even like developing DLCs for
PS3. But anyway, so Donnie D got the keys, 360 winning, Xbox winning, all this shit. They got a lot more mind share than they do have now. And he's able to make all these decisions. He's able to sell Kinect, Project Natal, multimedia, TV, all this shit. He's selling shit that has nothing to do with gaming. And Microsoft Big Corp is like, sure, do it. Xbox One launches, that shit flops. It flops. PS4 is killing the industry. You know, this is how we share our games. 1080p makes you a better gamer.
DRM
it was a whole NPD last place.
Yeah. Okay.
They say, yo, you got to go. You're fired.
We got to give Phil Spencer another 7 years, right?
I don't know how much you got to give him, but I'm gonna tell you why. What I'm saying is this, though. I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this, though.
I just don't know if Xbox can handle another 7 years.
No.
Where you come up with this 7 years?
But you don't even know if PlayStation gonna knock it out the park this year. You don't know that.
They always.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
Let's not bring up PlayStation because this kind of.
But they sucked in the PS3. So how you talking about PS3, man?
He's talking about something that happened damn near 20 years.
But I'm saying, so how do you know they're gonna do it this year?
Calm down. One at a time, please.
Yeah, calm down.
There's one thing J-Dub fails to realize. He's never gonna get.
That's how I know.
One at a time.
There's one thing J-Dub fails to realize.
Let P-Rock finish.
He's never gonna get the Xbox he wants. They're not gonna be PlayStation, dog. I told you this even on our podcast 2 years ago. It's over. That exclusive Xbox is over. They're about multi-pass. They're about Game Pass. They're about getting as many titles as they can to fill a service. That's what you're getting. You're not gonna get a 4 or 5 year budget game like Naughty Dog does. They don't. They're not doing that.
That's over.
You're not getting that. You're not gonna get a game 5 years in the making. You're not getting that from my. They're not trying to do that.
They trying to do that in 3 years.
Yeah, you can't sell Game Pass.
They trying to get that in 3 years.
You can't wait 5 years.
Yeah, hey, just like Netflix, just like Netflix shut down Blockbuster. That's what's happening. They get ready to shut down the way that we normally play games.
So this is where I'm about to kill. This is where he's about to die. Let him die. Let him die.
Sony's
Let him die. Already doing it, bro.
Let him die.
I'm not saying Sony don't shut down. I'm not saying that.
Hold on, one at a time.
Everybody one at a time. Shit.
The one problem with that analogy is Sony is not Blockbuster. They're a movie theater. That's what they're delivering you. They're delivering you a movie theater experience. You want to see Endgame and Infinity War? Go to the theater. You want to see these other shows on Netflix at home? Go to Xbox. You choose what you want to do. That's it. That's it.
Here's the thing here. Do y'all think that's even? Do y'all believe this is a good idea? Making everything subscription based.
It depends. Hold on. We play this one bill right. Hold on. Then we can let old boy hop in. Oh, and the mask go. Then whoever a mask. Mask can go next, and then I think. Okay, which I want to say. Hold on. My man Cooper says, "In it again. We in the room. It's so over. You can hop in. Well, hold up. I'm still waiting for Jake to describe the name of those 3 games. Hold up. Girl, gotta be. Adrian Brown, we scroll down. Corey Till, R&B, that's the Dominican Lives Matter, Big Poppy. Lionel Jeffers, how many games Xbox shown is timed exclusive? Good point. I guess console, whatever hell. Launch skill, whatever hell they said. Money isn't all that's everything to fix these game quality issues, but better management will make development process more efficient, which automatically tighten up the development cycles. Still, Ashy Knuckles, aka Aluminum Knuckles, said PS5 is trash. PS5 GPU was stuck between a rock and a hard place. RDNA3 and 2. Trash, fuck niggas. My man, Attack of the Scene. Shout out to you, big fella. First time I'm seeing you in the chat. He said posted the CCO, the chief of the chief and captain office, cabinet office. My man Sonny Prophet said Xbox guys talked for 2 years saying games are coming. Wait till 2020. You ain't lying about that, big fella. Y'all got the show, and I just saying wait some more. Shaking my motherfucking head. Xavier Clay, shout out for the $2, bro. And my man Harry Stalls. He said Microsoft is making more money under the field than they did under Donnie. They are. But you keep saying it's not working, but Game Pass is over to the main subscribers. I'm not saying I'm not talking, bro. I'm just gonna say this quick thing. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and y'all can let my dog out. I'm not talking about them making money, and I can care what they're making. I'm talking about the games and the exclusives that I care for, and the quality of the game. It's my issues. Carlos Torres, last one. Carlos Torres said, everybody like to use history all so far. Every third gen console they failed. Nintendo 64, PS3, Xbox One, and all bounce back. We will see. Okay. He said, the Madden curse, I guess. Okay. But
I gotta get you too, player. Cause you on here talking shit too, nigga. You talking about exclusive. You play more multi-platform.
You know why?
And you got all PlayStation first party. And you play more so on Xbox.
Listen, when they come out, I'll play them and I beat them. When they come out, I'll play them and I beat them.
Did you say you beat them?
Yeah.
If you like them.
No, I don't.
Like them, right?
I didn't beat Last of Us. I didn't beat Last of Us 2. I didn't beat Last of Us 2. I didn't beat God of War. I didn't beat Spider-Man.
That's 3.
Well, the ones that come out, listen. I don't know about the 8. What they come out with, I'll play them. That's what hey, bro.
Said 8 came out. You said you beat 3 over the last 3 years.
No, I mean, whatever. Let me tell you something. You know me. If I like some shit, I will play it. I don't give a fuck if it was made by God, Jesus Christ himself. I don't like that shit. I don't like it.
Hey,
nothing about playing it. You said I beat it.
Yes, sir.
That nigga say, I don't know what Kratos talking about.
What's the game you done played the most in the last 6 months?
I don't even know. Probably a shooter, a multiplayer or something.
But what's the name?
I don't even know. Maybe Duty or I don't know.
Probably
2K or Mortal Kombat. I don't know. But that's when. That's when. That's when anything. I mean, there's more multiplayer released than fucking exclusive. Unless the exclusive has a robust multiplayer that you will go back to. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's get the shout out to Carlos Perez. I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna let you see. Go take your dog out to the park.
I'll be right back.
Shout out to Carlos. Me and Mass is about to stop your motherfucking legs here. Shout out to Carlos Perez with the $5. Everybody like to use history. So far, every third gen console they failed. Nintendo 64 and PS3, Xbox One, and all bounce back. We will see. I don't even know. Thanks for the $5. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, Peter Shooter on DEFCON 5s. He's still saving America with the $10. Stub Nose 357 or the SW500. Open casket, at least mask. Xbox let me down from jump. First impression is everything. If Shorty think you are offy from jump, you get no buns. Even if you got
that Halo Infinite ashy as fuck.
Shout out. I took your privilege away. You shouldn't have been able to just jump in here.
But you know what, though? I'm still excited for Halo Infinite.
Hold on, let me get this last one, and then Maz got to go because I know
Halo trash, bro.
Hold on, shout out.
Oh, go ahead. My bad, folks. Go ahead.
Keontae Harris with the $5. Jay Scrub. Why I keep doing? Okay, keep jumping. Jay Scrub and Crack Rock. Keep that energy when Maz come. Shout out to True Witty with the $2. Netflix is over 150 million and still bleed money. The Vegeta 90 with the $5. Power don't mean a damn thing if you don't know how to use it. It's about talent. Nerne with the $2. Miles is Rican and Black, not Dominican. And Xavier Clay with the $1 again. So he $3.99 in the hole. Okay, go ahead, Maz.
All right. So the first thing I'm gonna address the pony side of this, and then I'll murder Xbox as a whole. I'm gonna murder Xbox as a whole. I'm gonna address the Xbox, the PlayStation, the ponies in the room, and then I'm gonna murder Xbox
you're gonna
as a
address
whole.
them and kill them.
I'm gonna address them.
You make sure you address specifically.
I'm gonna address the ponies.
There's some outlandish shit I did not co-sign.
I give you that P-Rock. You skated away from that L real fast.
There's some outlandish shit that did not come across my office.
P-Rock been quiet, like I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
P-Rock, as soon as J-Dub was like, they gonna discontinue the Series X in 2 years, P-Rock was like, hold up, that ain't got nothing to do with me. He hit that Trump real fast. So I respect it.
I go
so first,
I know black.
So first, J-Dub
shoot at anybody right now.
Like,
I'm Puerto Rican.
This is what's been wrong with the ponies. This is what's been wrong with the ponies. Y'all say Xbox can't keep. They're gonna not make exclusives, right? For the next 2 years. Then there's a bunch of games that come out and they're not back compatible with Xbox One, and your immediate shift is Phil is a liar. We already knew that shit. We don't that nigga he is horrible at this PR game. He talks a lot and never says nothing. That we know that. But that solves the problem of them making games that aren't specifically designed for the hardware. Then you said they're about to put out 15 SKUs, right? And they discontinue the ones that are out, and the 50,000 that they have still in the warehouse sitting on the shelves because nobody been buying that shit for a year. They're gonna put those out in this last 6 to 8 months, and people are gonna buy it.
That's why the hardware sales was
SKUs, they'll bury it down to those 3 SKUs. So this is fine. They're gonna support it with some games, and then they're gonna stop making it and phase it out. So they either all gonna break or nobody gonna give a damn. One of the two things is gonna happen. They're gonna focus on Game Pass. We already knew that shit. We knew that shit when they started making all the Xbox Live Gold games absolute trash and putting all the shit in Game Pass. We knew that then. They said all this. They said all this focus. This is gonna be their focus. This is how it's gonna move going forward. Now, this Xbox show, they did 3 things that I think were excellent, outstanding. 1, they showed what the fuck some of their studios are doing.
Yeah.
Good job. Because at least we know they're making games. 2, they showed games that are a ways out. Again, Phil Spencer's a liar, but we already knew that. So, right, we already knew that. That shit doesn't prove anything. You're just gonna keep saying it. They showed games that are ways out, but at least we know those games exist. And the games that are ways out are the ones that people care about. Because Halo, that shit look ashy. It needs some lotion, needs some it got crusty lips, it needs some Vaseline, like whatever it may be.
That's ashy berry.
But I feel like Halo gonna look better when it come out though.
Absolutely.
Halo, I hope so.
Hold on. Let Max finish.
So Halo looked ashy, and that the problem with the Xbox show was that it started off with Halo that looked ashy. So everything that came after that, nobody cared about. Like I told you exactly what the show was going to be, and it was exactly what the fuck I said it was going to be.
In the foot somehow.
I told you exactly what they're going to do, and I told you how it was going to line up. They're going to start off with Halo. Halo needed to set the trend. All that sizzle at the beginning, where Halo, where the dripping hand and all that, everybody was like, "Yo, that shit looks." And then you switch to the actual gameplay, and you like,
it was dead.
They killed themselves at that moment. They murdered themselves right then. They murdered themselves right then because they transitioned from that fire-looking Halo to the ashy shit that they was playing.
Hey,
I couldn't even get hyped for the rest of the show, bro.
Hey, I think
Look,
Halo.
it's called Halo popping.
I think Halo should have had its own like a 14-minute show. Like
I know. I said.
that.
I remember saying that shit like last week. That Halo should have been its own thing.
Right.
Halo should have been by its goddamn self.
But you know what though? What's so crazy about that though? I found out in an article that Halo, most of the games they even showed, even Halo wasn't even running on the series. Like all that shit was running on PC.
Okay, now
that shit wild as fuck.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. 99% of these shows are all the exact same way. These things run on a PC or a dev kit, which is spec higher. Right. I said all of these shows. 99% of them. It runs on a dev kit or it runs on a PC. So that shit doesn't mean anything to me. Like people either need to realize that is how these productions are made, because it's not like they're sitting with a console in the back that's a bugged console, because not a release retail kit. It's a bugged console. It's a dev kit. It has bugs in it on purpose. So they're not sitting there queuing this shit up. Right. Yeah. They want a controlled environment because it's a show.
So you put it on a dev kit so it can run in its best environment.
Right. You put it.
Well, I mean, you don't even take it off the PC. Really, you can run that motherfucker straight from the PC. Yeah. But the thing is, like, let me say this real quick. Go ahead. And you gonna pay some bills, folks?
Yeah, let me pay these two bills right quick. You gotta go. Still Knuckles with the $5. Z my Knuckles ain't ashy. They bloody from knocking out all y'all whack ponies with facts. They still ain't been on the road today. Rice Eater 79. We still waiting on your sister. Player, don't get shared. Don't be out. Xbox the next Zoom. Congratulations. Game Pass.
Time to slide that in there real quick.
You have to be avid on the panel to understand what we talking about with that. Rice Eater know we messing around. Go ahead, Grid.
Hold on. Before you go Grid. Now you said that Xbox is changing gaming. No. There's not a maybe. There's not a kinda. Now, listen.
Hold on.
Now,
wait a minute,
PlayStation. I've been on record for plenty of show saying that PlayStation is going to do the same shit that Xbox does. The difference being that PlayStation ain't gonna stop doing the shit they doing now, which is putting out quality games. They're gonna put their games day and date. They're gonna put their AAA games on PS Now. I am still 100% in belief that they're gonna focus on that.
But is that not the same thing that Xbox is doing right now?
No, I just said the difference is the content that they are filling their service with is higher quality.
Okay.
Xbox showed. They made. There's a lot of mid games like Avowed. I'ma fuck with that. Obsidian. Like the fact that you saw Grounded and they know they trash, like within it, they already knew they trash. They did the Battletoads. They said go play Cyberpunk. Grounded know it's trash, but they put out Avowed, and I'm like, all right, I see where you're going. I see if the game looks like that, and if it in that fantasy setting that showed before, I'm fucking with it because I like the Elder Scrolls. I like those games, so I'm gonna fuck with it. But the rest of it, Fable. It was a trailer. I don't know how Playground is going to do their take on Fable. Yeah. It's not an MMO. That shit is dead. Right. But I don't know what their take on Fable is because I didn't see any gameplay. Hellblade 2. That should have never even... You should have never talked about that shit if you weren't going to show gameplay. You already showed me a trailer. You didn't need to tell me to go to a YouTube video.
Yeah,
like that was just.
And they
that
was over there
just
talking about.
You could have tweeted that out.
Dumb.
You could have did that in a tweet, man.
That was dumb. And Xbox's focus is on filling it with a bunch of those little games, and then you'll get a Halo, and then a bunch of those little games, and you'll get a Fable, and then a bunch of those little games, you'll get Avowed, a bunch of those little games, and the problem is those little games, 1 out of the 6 or 7 are good. The rest of them just exist. And that can't be a staple. Like you cannot set the bar so low for it just to fill up the service. Sony is going to put in. They have a bunch of those games where they're not great. Like they don't let Jada fool you talking about all these games is 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, and all that shit.
Masterpieces.
A lot of this shit is mid too. But the difference is when they go big, their big is so much bigger than Xbox. That's the problem.
Okay, let me ask you.
Okay, go ahead, rebuttal. Let Grid rebuttal.
Show that side.
Okay.
We're gonna be in the same.
Go ahead, Grid. Hold on. Grid got the floor. Let him rebuttal on what Matt said. Go ahead, Grid.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Coordination here today.
Shit can get uglier than the master. Nico.
I'm back.
Okay, go ahead, Grid. Grid got the flow. Go ahead.
All right, so I agree with what you're saying as far as Sony's quality. I mean, they have put out this generation. They have put out some games that were just killers, right? So they're going to come back this generation, hopefully, maybe, because some of those games take 5 to 7 years to make, and the damn generation might be halfway over by then. But they're going to come out with some bangers again, and they're going to be 2 and 3 and 4 versions of what they already did. Now, my thing is this. I don't have a problem with none of that, okay? That's what they want to do, and everybody's going to eat it up, because I'm pretty sure everybody in this panel, for the most part, is going to have both consoles, right? So what we want is quality from both companies, right? But right now, we have one company trying to restructure the way that they do business. Now, Sony didn't know what the hell they was going to do last generation, but this generation, they found that golden ticket. So they like, well, shit, this is the way to go. So we're just going to keep pumping out these games that they like, these third-person type, action adventure or third-person story-based games, because that's what our customers seem to like. So they're going to keep doing that, right? But at some point in time, just like people got tired of fucking Halo and Gears, people going to get tired of that shit. Because I can remember it was a time when Microsoft used to be the bro box, the bro shooter box. Oh, man, all they do is make shooters and this and this. But that was their bread and butter. So then they switched. And now Sony's doing these third-person action adventure or third-person story-based games, and people are loving it. But at some point in time, just like we're very fickle. We're going to get tired of that shit too. We're going to get tired of that shit too. Now, as far as covering the way the gaming is going to change, is that no matter if we don't like it, we don't dictate that. Games are about to become a service. Okay, period. It's about to become a service. It's going to get to the point to where you're going to get a box, and you're going to get a box. So just like Netflix, right? You get Netflix. They have exclusive Netflix shit, and that's to keep you subscribing, right? You subscribe. But Netflix got a whole bunch of other shit on there too. Now what's going to happen is Microsoft.
Great. So let me ask you this here before you continue. So check this out. So let's just say, this subscription based, this Netflix style of gaming is going to be successful, right? Which I'm pretty sure it is. So do you think next generation of when some more consoles come out, do you think they just gonna go all digital if this subscription base be good?
What you mean, like the players that's already in the game or a new company?
Right. So think about it. So if everything is going to be subscription based, if it's going to be subscription, everything is going to be in Game Pass or PlayStation Now. I don't see the point of them actually making consoles with a disc.
They're not going to. You're not going to get discs in these consoles in about probably 6 to 10 years. They're not going to have discs in them at all.
I'm going to jump in.
When I get a chance, I would like to.
Wait. I got to. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to pay the bills. I'm going to let Manhattan go. Usually people who stand in the back of the room, we don't allow them to talk, but we're going to give them 2 minutes. After Manhattan, we're going to let Porter Rock rebuttal. I like this flow. It's quiet. People can hear the show. Let's keep this going.
Speak on the background. What the hell is that?
Shout out to Mega Davo with the $199. Popping in Series X.
Hold on. My bad. That was me doing something.
Okay. Then we got Tommy Boy with the $2. Sony equals Papa John. I don't like Papa John's pizza.
That shit nasty.
Little Caesars for that. Little Caesar got a little flame there, player. Little Caesar, you messed that up.
Pizza and
that shit tastes like corn.
Hold on. Well, I'm eating a slice of pizza right now.
He's from Kentucky. What y'all do from Kentucky? We'll bring that shit up.
Shout out to Corey T-Will with the $199. Jay Scrub, bell pepper nose, fuck nigga. That's all. Say that nigga look like a bell pepper. A little cheese steak face ass. Shout out to Rice Eater $79. Come get your sister. Grid hate gaming so much because Microsoft trash. Fuck out of here, clown. Now Manhattan asked you a question. So you got say
everybody?
Yeah, I got everybody. I got all of them. I got all them. After Manhattan, then we got Porter Rock. You want to rebuttal what the grid said? Go
I was
ahead.
just going to disagree with his point about people going to get tired of single player. They're never going to get tired. And when it comes to like multiplayer, normally people can always go to third party because there's a lot of third party studios that predicate just making multiplayer games. So it's always going to be I got my multiplayer and I got my single player. Where Microsoft, they were competing against third party when it came to multiplayer, and they weren't dominant in that field, and they also did not have a single player game. So people are never going to get tired of single player games at the end of the day. They're going to always want that.
Okay.
Like,
wait, before Porter Rock go real quick. So I'm gonna kill that real quick. So this is the problem with that idiotic point of view, right? Third party multiplats cover every genre. And I someone said this shit earlier. Like there's single player third party games. There's like half of the exclusives on the PlayStation side are not made by fucking PlayStation. Like so third parties cover every genre and they make good games for every genre. That's single player, that's multiplayer, it doesn't matter. So this notion that Sony, with all their banger ass studios, all the goats of the game, can't make a good multiplayer game, that is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. If they are the best studios in the world, then it doesn't matter what type of game they make because they will kill it at anything they do, right? So stop making excuses for them motherfuckers to not make good games.
I mean, but at the same time, I want to agree with that.
Hold on.
It's all about talent, right?
Look, hold on.
Yeah, but just because Jordan was great at basketball,
Michael Jordan wasn't good at baseball.
Look, hold on. We got a
hold on. Let him
we got
go.
a
Let him
clean
go.
show so far. We got a clean show. Let's keep it like that. Let him finish. We still got Porter Rock who needs to rebuttal. It's two bills in here, so let him finish, get the bills, and let Porter Rock go. If you want to speak, let me know. Say it in the background, and I'll let you go after somebody get done. Let's go. Keep this show clean. Go ahead, man. Finish up, and then we're going to Porter Rock.
So like I said, they are the best studios in the world. Everybody keeps saying they're the goats, they're the greatest. Look at all these bangers they're making. They should be able to make bangers across every type of game because there's multiple studios out here making different types of games, and they are making good games. So if the talent is there, the type of game they're making doesn't matter because they all don't code only third person games. They know how to code whatever the hell it is. So it's all in direction. So if they are the best studios in the world, they should be able to make any kind of game.
Let me intervene real quick.
Agree with that.
Just hold on. Let me intervene real quick. Okay, now I've worked on different types of games, doing level design, character animation, graphic color work, character art, all that shit. Right? That's not true because some companies don't have the talent to make a third-person action adventure game because they may be a company that just make first-person shooters. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not about the coding; it's about the guys that's doing the character, the animation. It's about the level design and all of that. And sometimes they don't have that talent. So
I disagree.
That is untrue. 1,000%. That is unequivocally untrue.
Let me pay the bill. Let me pay the bill.
Because I'm a character animator, and I couldn't make a first-person shooter at all. I don't know. I couldn't make one.
Let me pay the bill.
Unless I open up the template in Unreal.
Because
hold on, let me pay the bill.
Write a song.
Hold on, let me pay the bill. Let me pay the bill.
I like that one.
Tommy Bull with the I got bars for you. Okay, let me say Tommy Bull with the $2. Let me go. Step my pizza game up. Left right, step your pay a little pepperoni, a little pineapple, a little pepper, get the little salt with ham, a little sausage. No, leave that for. Lazar with the $2. Shout out to the panel. Z, you better talk and be a part of the show. I'm gonna tell your neighbors you are the one that's leaving all that dog poop in their glass by your house and not the Mexicans. Okay. We're gonna steal knuckles with the $5. I'll buy 5 copies of the Goat Simulator before I waste money on a trash ass PS5 game. Kirk with the 199 grid. You better not be lying, big fella. I'm with you. So Porter Rock,
say one thing before Porter Rock happens. Just one thing. About developers making one type of game, just because you know them for that doesn't mean that's all they can make. I've said numerous times.
I didn't say that. I didn't
I'm
say
just saying, like, someone can't do this. They are artistes.
No, I'm saying is you got to hire the talent to be able to do those type things.
Who says they don't?
You don't.
They don't have it.
Here's a perfect example of that situation.
I'm gonna tell you. This is the difference, right? Hold on, before you go, P-Rock. This is the difference, right? If as a developer, right, I got into whatever gaming avenue I'm in because I have a certain set of skills. But the direction of that is based on the company I work for. If we make first-person shooters, we make first-person shooters. I knew that coming in, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing I can do. That's just the thing I've been doing. So to say that they cannot because they haven't is not the same thing.
Well, what did you develop?
They have the capability of doing it.
What did you use to develop?
And you're acting like it's one single person.
That's not.
There is a team of people. So if you're saying that a team of 25 to 30 people, if you're saying that a team of 25 to 30 people are only one-dimensional, that is an idiotic argument.
Okay, what is your specialty in game development? What's your specialty?
Mine is character rendering coding.
Okay, so you do character rendering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I handed you a rig, because I create rigs, if I handed you a rig, could you animate that rig?
Yes.
And how could you animate that rig if you don't even know how to animate?
I said what my specialty is. I didn't say what I can only do.
So what do you build your rigs in?
Hold on. So it's the same as if I'm making a character grid, right? I'm making character and I'm making character grid, and I wrap that model in whatever skin that they decide, right? And then I change that model, the peripheral of that model. So I take the first person notification. I made the whole character model. So if they walk up to a mirror, that character model exists. Now, if I pull that camera out, that character model should still exist, and it should still be wrapped in that skin that I put around it. So if a background artist or anyone else goes and designs a stage, the stage will still exist. The perspective is the only thing that changes. But I made the whole fucking model.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on. Wait a minute. I need to address this immediately. So what do you build your character rigs in? What program?
C+.
No, you can't build a character rig in C+.
I build a wire model, a wire mesh, and then I wrap it in whatever.
Where do you model your mesh in? What program?
Okay. Oh shit.
Come on, Black.
Yeah, boy. Let's go. Because I do this for real. Let's go.
He's a fraud.
What program you use?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, because I do this for real. You in my wheelhouse now, bro. What you use to create your character mesh?
Hey, bro, don't let Grid expose you, bro. Don't let Grid expose you, bro.
Don't let him, man.
Nah,
he can't hear me.
Oh shit! We hear you now. We can hear you now. Okay.
I'm waiting.
Hold on, let me get the bills right quick. Why is he getting his mic to go?
He gotta think.
Hold on, 1 second.
Don't give me time to go look some shit
hold
up,
on. Hold on, we got some bills here.
Trying to go look some shit up, bro.
Hold on, right quick.
Yo, someone send them a link or some shit.
Grid, you better not be lying before I want you.
Hey, you want me to send you a link real quick?
We got here. T-Easy. Somebody just got they hit what? Whole car pulled. I guess. Whole car pull. My man here, Gen X 120. I use Cinema 4D. I guess he's answering.
Cinema 4D.
Yeah, use Cinema 4.
They don't use that for game development though.
J Dub said, "Maz needs me to bail you out." Google it. That's a bill from J Dub.
Why would I need?
He fraud, son. Yo, put him in the cool room, please.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
Come up in here.
Hold on,
man.
Hold up. We need the song.
Motherfucker, skip that Johnny J2 with the $5. Z, play the song. Bro, been capping this whole time.
Hell yeah, bro.
Rice Eater.
Are you not hearing me?
No, we didn't hear you.
Now you can't.
Rice Eater 79 with the $2. Maz, quick, Google to the rescue. Rob, who regularly robs everybody. $2. Play the Omega Exposed song. First deal with the $5. Post a developer too. He developed meatloaf, lasagna, sloppy joes. Look, I don't do the pork chop. I don't do the pork, but I do develop everything else, player. We all can eat too. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Matt Lazar with the $2.99. Send Maz the link. Jesus. Oh man. Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Can I go?
All right.
Nah, he frauding, son.
No, I'm not asking code. I'm not asking code. What do you build your character models in?
I write code. That's what the fuck I said.
No, you just said that you can do it
all.
I want to know what you
you.
build your character model in. Because you can't code a rig. You can't code a rig. You can't do that. You have to build a rig. You can't code one.
Hold on.
Moving right along. You want something to say?
He just caught a body.
Can I
use any of those Mixamore character creator?
You've been very patient. It's time for you to come in, bro.
All right, enough.
I've been very patient. I didn't even get to speak yet.
Hey, Gamer Channel, go next.
I'm trying to reply to your things. Right, that was good, right?
Go ahead, Puerto Rock.
Yeah. So to make his point, he completely made a false lie about PlayStation 3 and shit like that, saying that Sony didn't know what they were doing the whole gen. In fact, that's a lie. That's a lie. In fact,
I didn't say they didn't know what they was doing, bro. I didn't say that.
You said something similar, like they messed up, whatever, right? The fact is, the shit they're doing now began with the PS3. Remember earlier?
Exactly. I agree with that.
Right?
I agree.
Earlier in the podcast, I said Sony was at its lowest point in 2009. Now,
so what's wrong with what you saying and what I said?
No, listen. Because now you said it was the whole PS3. In 2009, Sony started its single player movement. It wasn't with the PS4. 2009, they bust out Demon's Souls. They bust out Uncharted 2. The biggest IP Sony has now, The Last of Us, was a PS3 game.
Yeah,
so they already began that formula. It just bled over to the PS4, and they just were smart enough to keep it going. Now your second point,
I agree with that.
Now your second point, people gonna get tired of single player.
Yeah,
if you look at it, single player is probably the most consistent form of gaming throughout every generation.
Outside of first-person shooters.
Okay, no single player. That's the thing. Single player could be any genre. Right. It could be a first-person shooter. It could be a puzzle game. It could be a third-person shooter. It could be over the head, a simulator.
There will always be single-player games.
Single player will always be.
No. I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood. I don't mean single player opposed to multiplayer. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Yeah, that's not what I mean.
I said title single player.
Yeah. No. I may have misspoken. I didn't mean that. Okay, I didn't mean that. I'm clarifying it. I didn't mean that.
You meant Sony games.
Thanks for clarifying, but I want to interject.
Let's say if we're talking about Sony.
Yeah, P-Rock slapped your ass back.
Let's take two games in particular. God of War and Spider-Man. Let's take those two games. God of War.
This is a hell of a show.
Let's take two titles in particular. We'll take three. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Spider-Man.
Okay.
All three are over the person, third person view, but they play completely different. Completely different experiences.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes single player games thrive.
And on top of that too, like people got tired of the
Hold on, man. Check your ass up. You was a back in line. Let me interject.
Go next. Pay the bills.
Take your ass back in the room, man, and clean the talk going.
I got the ammo like this.
Here's the big problem is.
Let me interject.
Let me do the last part. The big problem is everybody bashes Sony, whatever, for the third person, but then they be hyped for the next Grand Theft Auto, which is why it's a third person over the shoulder game.
Yeah. Good point.
It's the same shit.
Good point, P-Rock. Now, had you take your ass to the back of the class and clean the chalkboard,
I'm here today, fuck nigga.
Shout out to clean that damn chalkboard while you at it. Shout out to True Ready with the $2. Lies. Naughty Dog do third person and are doing the first person next. Gen X 128 with the $5. If you want to do game modeling and animation, go with Maya or 3D Studio Max.
There you go. There they are right there.
By many studios.
There they are right there.
They're used by many studios.
3D Studio Max or Maya. Boom. There they are.
They are used by many studios for game and cinematic.
They're using Blender now, yo.
Nah, they don't use Blender a lot. They don't use Blender or Unity a lot, but they do, but not a lot.
Okay,
they don't sell Unity codes.
I gotta keep going. Shout out to Jay Scruggs with the $5. This fuck nigga Mass left for 5 minutes to Google some crap and then came back like, y'all hear me? Not like
that nigga's a
I'm like, nigga, I'm talking, and then I hear y'all niggas telling me no.
Don't
do my man like that, man. Don't do my man like
that. This is Broadband News giving you the current super chats for the day with the $5. Let's spam expose in the chat. Ricky Brown with the $2. He had a hell of a day and he's still going. He is going for a record today. Damn, didn't know Mass legs could be broken. Wow. Okay, and then we got J Dub again with the $1.99. It's all fun and games until the real damn shows up. Ha ha ha! Max City Entertainment with the $2. Nah, bro. I outsold everything. Every year I can't keep this shit up. I gotta laugh.
I can't. Yo, I miss y'all motherfuckers, bro. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back.
Wait, this master.
I'm on that California wine. We're gonna tear shit up every week.
Wait, is Master real game developer?
Oh, you got this nigga, man. Yo, put that nigga in the camera.
He got an extra sketch, man.
Hold on, let me finish up. I gotta get back in character. Shout out to Rafe the Emperor with the $3. Corey Tillrail with the $5. Damn, ass. Came with the 30. Whispering. Wait till you hit my credentials.
Wait till you see my specs.
That motherfucker said, how tall is you?
Hey, how tall is you, Greg? Hey, Greg, how tall is you?
I'm 5'8".
Yo, G, remember that? How tall is you?
They don't know what we're talking about.
Yo, D, how tall is you?
Hey, Chris, say, that nigga smacked me up last time. I gotta get this fuck nigga back. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Yo, I can't right now. Yo, I can't.
Yo, this is a great show, man. Hit the like. Are y'all not entertained? We got over 500 people. Hit the like button.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to go hit that like button. This show goes.
It ain't hard,
Come
man.
on, y'all. Hit that like button.
Hit the like button, man. This is great entertainment, man. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Hey, yo, this has been. Oh man, what we at in the show, man? Go ahead, man. Let me go.
Let me get you. You've been waiting to say something.
Oh, yeah, it was gaming channel.
To get back to this bullshit that Microsoft is pitching y'all, and y'all sitting up there swallowing that shit, man. Yeah, y'all mean to tell me that crunch time? These niggas been hyping this shit up all year, generation.
Facts.
Now when it's crunch time, you mean to tell me it's sudden death? These niggas gonna run out of bounds on the 1 yard line, nigga?
Yep.
You trying to tell me that when it's crunch time,
Let me rebuttal that
the whole world is watching
gaming
you?
channel.
Hold on, player.
Hey,
Let me
gaming
finish,
channel.
bro.
Go ahead, finish.
You mean to tell me when it's crunch time, your main flagship game that's supposed to rep and flex the 12T flop, velocity engine, ray tracing, raw power.
Facts.
And you telling me you gonna show a game that is 4.5 years a damn demo? That's 4.5 years old.
Don't forget, it was the COVID's fault, bro.
Hold on.
That shit was ass. Hold on, let me finish. They want to reach with COVID. I'm a plastic man. Reach over that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? COVID just started. These niggas been making this game for 5 years.
Facts.
So you can't even use that as an excuse.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that?
So basically, Microsoft is trash.
Hold on.
Trash,
A gaming channel.
Garbage.
Right.
That's why I own one, nigga. Right, because they trash.
A gaming channel.
You was crying after the show.
Hold on. Let me. A gaming channel.
My man took a
Shut your
time out.
dumb ass up. Let me tell you something.
Nigga, I'm
Hold on. Let me tell you something. The last 6 months of a game, you know what they do? Graphics is the last thing they do, dumbass.
Oh, man.
It's the last. Hold on. Yes.
Post. Wait a minute. Let me help you out, Post. Let me help you out, Post.
Hold on. Ask any developer.
Let me help
The
you out,
last
Post.
6 months, they spend time optimizing and polishing the game.
Let me help you out, Post. All right, let me help you. Hold on, let me help you out, Post. Y'all know Alana Pearson.
We don't give a fuck at the end of the day.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. We having a conversation.
Who's Carmen San Diego? Who? What happened?
But
white woman.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas turn to a pack of wolves, man. And when a nigga trying to get okay, regardless if you don't want to hear, somebody else may get some information.
Who the fuck is Nancy Reagan?
This ain't the Mr. Manhattan show, bro.
What
Let's hear
about?
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't want to hear that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. What I'm
He
saying
wants
is
to
this.
talk about that strong white ebony queen.
Right.
Oh,
what I'm saying,
shit.
no. What I'm saying is that
White ebony?
people in the industry who have played
White
the
chocolate.
game, they all said it was still in development. They said it wasn't done.
No
That's
one's
all
saying
I'm
it was done.
Halo is dead.
Nobody-
I guarantee.
Hold on.
You know the
Alright,
more, the
hold on.
the more even
Hold
sadder
on.
part.
This shit ain't gonna
Hold on,
age
we
well.
got
I'm
time, so
telling
I want to
you.
make a
The
comment.
Hold
more
on.
even
They gonna
sadder
age well.
part is that
Hold
they
on.
claim
This
the
ain't
game
gonna age
running
well.
on
Hold on.
PC.
These the same. These the
It ain't
same
gonna age
dudes.
well.
These the same dudes running around talking about the SSD got
don't
CUs in it.
What happened
They
with the
get
velocity
better,
engine with the
right,
popping?
better
right,
frame rate.
right.
These the
What
same
happened?
niggas.
Let me
These
get a
the
point
same
No
niggas.
velocity
These
engine with
the
the
same
popping.
niggas. These the
Man,
same
it's a
niggas.
cross-gen
Hold
game,
on.
bro.
Hold on.
now
These
they
the
can-
same
So is
niggas.
Spider-Man.
Can I get a point?
So is
Hold on.
Spider-Man.
Hold on. These
Yo,
the
can I get a
same
point?
niggas.
So is
These the
Spider-Man.
same niggas who was geeked for Sony show and said the
Always
future of
Sony.
gaming.
Always Sony.
This Sony came out
Drug
with the
snack,
future of
volcano
gaming.
high.
Hold on.
What
They
else?
came. Look.
The
They
gunk,
came
the
out.
gunk.
So,
What
hold
the
on.
hell is the
Sony
gunk?
came out
The
saying,
hell
"Here's
is
the."
that?
Hold on.
The
Sony
world's
came
most
out.
powerful
Hold on.
console.
Let me
This
talk.
bitch walking around
Let me
Sound like
talk.
some jealousy to me.
Let me
Sound
talk.
like some jealousy to
Let
me.
me
Hey, yo, I'll give
Let
y'all
me
niggas
talk.
the
Hey,
best
Let me
analogy
talk.
right now
regulate.
for this
These the
bullshit.
same
One at a time.
niggas.
One at a time.
Hey,
These
let
the
him talk,
same
damn it.
niggas. Hold on. These the same niggas who sat up there and allowed Sony to say, "Here's the future of gaming," and open up the show with a 2-generation-old game. What are we doing? What are we?
Right.
And
Hold on, so can I
Hey,
make
bro.
a point?
hold on.
Microsoft open up the game.
Hold on.
And it
Hold
looks
on.
the same.
Hold on.
Open
And
up
it
their
looks the
show
same.
with a game that looks
On
like it's
PlayStation
running
3
on
and
the
X.
Xbox,
Hey,
the
gaming
world's
channel.
most
Gaming
powerful
channel. You know what
console.
you police was doing when they showed it?
The world most
GTA.
powerful
This what you
console.
police did.
Microsoft
Hold
opened
on,
they
gaming
show up
channel.
with a game that
Gaming
looked like it
channel.
was running on the
Gaming
OG
channel.
Xbox.
Gaming channel. This what you police did when they showed it. GTA
Again,
6.
deflect,
GTA
deflect,
6.
deflect.
GTA
deflect.
6. And then they was like, GTA 5,
Hey,
dumbass.
you done crying, nigga?
Puerto Rico next.
That shit was better than
Alright,
Halo.
hold on. Let me get Puerto Rico go there. Let me get these bills. Though. I got like 3 bills. They're not gonna stay on the screen. It's 2 minutes. Hold on. What's the last one you read, Post?
The last one I read was Corey T. Well, Dan Mask came out with the 30 Whisper way to see my credentials. And then we got T Easy 83 with the $5. Tell that boy he working free jabs for now on the G. And Pedro with the video. Can we get the video feed from Porter Rock 77 on the lower right corner of the screen? Giving his very intelligent explanation drawing on his whiteboard live. Corey T. Put man's face over Phil. And then you have Eagles fan 76 with the $2. GD or a Good Day Z. Do you do background check on your fuck nigga?
That's why I didn't make it. I like it from a sketchy background.
I just put a code stream in the Discord.
Oh shit! Oh, player.
I just put a code stream in the Discord.
It's too late.
No, I'm gonna ask a question. So I put a code stream in the Discord chat. What does that do? Because you design character models, obviously.
Yeah,
what does that do?
I do all the art. I don't do coding. Okay. I do art.
Weird. So what does that do? What I just put in there.
Hold on. Let me back.
Why you backing out looking? Get the last 3 bills.
No, my screen has like everybody's pictures in squares. I can't see the top.
What a
I'm looking. No, get the last bills, Post.
All right. My man trying to redeem himself.
Hold on. What's on the screen?
Too late, bro. Too late, bro.
I said I code characters. I said what I use.
I don't even know.
$5. I'm gonna reach over that flag that you got on your pony face. It's covered, dummy. The pony's been using covered the whole generation. They've been using covered for the last couple of months.
They've been dropping hit after hit after hit after hit.
Hold on, let me finish the bills.
Yeah, go ahead.
Finish the bills. I talk in between the bills. It gives an extra oomph to playing the super chats. Let me do my damn thing. Damn,
player.
No, the damn.
Just read the damn thing.
Right.
You're the biggest flip flop on this panel. Shut your dumb ass up.
Shut your ass up and read the
Shout
damn
out to
bill.
Hood. Shout out to Hood Star 61 with the $2.99. Z, the cam have been infiltrated by GRG members. Corey Tillwell with $4.99. Post break his legs. Gaming Channel got his GED from the same trade school mass learning to code it.
Hey, let me
Nigga, that shit.
All right. So can I make my point?
Let me ask.
We got two more bills. We got two more bills. We got two more.
Hold on, make a point. We need to set something straight.
Hold on, two more bills.
I can't give out.
Shout out to El Matador 809 with the $5. Can't wait for Sony to give MS the final blow in their August event. SoCon Revival and more bangers to come. Phil needs to be fired. Stop 6 Doc, $4.99. Damn ass, not the shaky voice.
I'm still waiting.
All right.
So what does that do?
Bro, I told you I don't do coding. I do artwork, bro.
Wait, so when you're the one who said you do all things.
I'm the one who said you do all things. I asked you a question.
Remember when you said
I said what I do. You do animation. You do character rigging. You do meshing. You said you do that. So I asked you what program to use.
Wait.
I put up a
Wait. Hold on. Let's break this up because it seems like both of y'all having coding right now. I gotta call.
No, I don't do coding. Animators and graphic artists don't do coding. That's not what we do.
So you said you do artist work.
Yeah, I do character rigging. I do character modeling design. I model characters. I do level art. I do level design. I don't code.
Okay.
I didn't never say I did.
Your credentials, bro.
That's exactly what he
okay. I'll put some of my work in the timeline. Okay.
Yeah, show your
I'll put some of my work in the timeline. No problem. No problem.
This what we're gonna do. Hey, the chat. We thank y'all for tuning in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get with Z. We're gonna get with these guys. We're gonna list them. We're gonna get their resumes to see what companies they work with.
Hold on. Hey, I got a question for you, Mass. What do you code in? What program do you code in?
You're an artist, man. You asking quote question, bro.
He said C++.
C++. What do you use to do C++?
I usually use OpenGL or Vocal.
Hold up, my man AP the shooter. Hold up.
This shit has turned.
Xbox did a Peter Carroll should give Marshall the ball on the 1 yard line, but he threw a pass and Sony picked it off. Damn dummies. Halo was supposed to win y'all the championship, but y'all dropped the ball again. The last one, Rice Eater, 12 T flop, $500 million, 1,200 devs, X Sony dev, Velocity VR, Slip Space, most advanced engine better than the Decima. Then they say they got a patched ray tracing as DLC. Fuck out of here. Oh man, what? Jesus, I was at a bitch with titties.
Let me make a quick point.
I can't. I was
real quick point.
Or you're lying.
Just real quick before we
I got a question. How do you get back to the timeline on here? Because mine is stuck.
All right,
you talking about
go to
Discord?
NFS.
Yeah, it's stuck.
NSFW.
Yeah, I pressed
go
on that.
jump the prison at the bottom. We should go to jump the prison at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta be real, right? Xbox, we gotta be real. You cannot compare the Xbox Showcase with the PS5 reveal on the merit that the PS5 reveal was a true PS5 reveal with games running on the PS5. Listen up. Like it or not. Let me finish.
No, they told you dev kit, and that dev kit could have been a PC.
That shit was said PS5.
No, they said dev kit.
Okay.
That shit was on
your shit is running on PC, and y'all talking about optimization.
That shit was running on the Xbox.
Y'all talking about optimization. Here's the crazy part.
Digital Foundry said that Halo looked like it was running on that OG shit,
bro.
And here's the crazy part. That PC that they were showing Halo and every game on there, I guarantee that was no AMD.
Hey, Manhattan.
That shit is NVIDIA and Intel.
Hey, Manhattan. You keep talking, nigga. I'm gonna have you right. I will never interrupt the adults again on the chalkboard 100 times.
Damn.
But hey, you guys gotta wonder about that. Microsoft's doing all this hooping and hollering about their architecture, and they're still not showing you the games on their own.
Hold on. You know how I know it was the dev kit, Water Rock, that all that shit was shown on? Cause when Jeff showed off the controller, guess what he showed it off on? A dev kit. It wasn't a real PS5. He was showing off the controller on a dev kit. Y'all talk all this shit, but y'all haven't even physically.
That was your lying eye.
Y'all haven't even physically seen a PS5.
Both of y'all need to calm down because let's face facts here.
Jeff confirmed that it was on the dev kit. It was on the dev kit. PS5.
Hey, I doubt. Hey,
Jeff Keighley was showing
let me
up
say this.
PS5
Let me say this.
show.
I doubt
It was on
that.
the dev kit.
I highly doubt Sony showed those games running on the actual PlayStation 5.
They
It was
haven't
more than
even-
likely a dev
They
kit.
still down.
No,
You
it
ain't
don't
even
even
physically
yo,
seen
it don't
the
even matter whether it
PS5
was a
yet,
dev kit
and
or a
it's about to
PC.
be August.
They ain't
You
even showed us the
ain't
IO
you
on the
ain't even
back.
physically seen the
Right.
PS5.
Right.
Don't you add or nothing, and it's about to be August.
Hold on, folks.
Wait.
Hold on,
Y'all ain't
hold on, let
seen
me
shit from
finish.
Microsoft.
You're
Let
right.
me
Why was the
finish.
Halo?
Hold
Why
on,
was
let
the
me
Halo and all
finish.
those games
Yeah,
running on
Look, let me
Facts.
finish.
Yo,
We have physically seen the Series X. We have seen the inside of it. It has been dissected.
No
We
games
have
running
seen
on
every.
it though.
You
I
haven't
don't
seen
care
no
about
lock
anything.
on it.
Like
They show you
And
cardboard,
that shit's
dog.
still
That shit
dog
was all
shit.
cardboard and plastic.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Y'all
Let me
better
say
lucky
this
than
before y'all
Rumble,
keep going.
I'm telling
Let me
you,
say
I ain't
this.
gonna even say
Look,
it though.
it doesn't matter whether your games were shown on the dev kit or the PC. All in all, both goddamn shows dropped the goddamn ball when it came down to hype for next gen. Period.
They was beating their fucking chest about that show. Aaron Green.
Yes,
Teddy Rock.
and y'all was beating your chest about y'all
You know what,
PlayStation
Teddy?
show. Either
You know what,
way,
Teddy?
they both dropped the damn ball when it came to hyping
you know
up
what,
next
Teddy?
gen.
Teddy,
Because
you know
let's
what
face facts, there's nothing to
know
be
about all
excited
that,
for, to
player.
be honest.
Teddy, you know
Except
what
for
your
a couple of
problem
games here
is,
and a couple of
Teddy?
games there.
Teddy, you know
Nah,
what your
Post.
problem is, Teddy?
Nah, Post. I
You
don't give a
don't
damn
know if you want to be an
what you think my
Xbox
problem is.
neutral or a pony. You can't
No,
own this. Hold on.
Bullshit.
Let me check your ass real
I'm
quick.
being real,
Nobody
motherfucker,
need to-
because that's the
nobody
problem
need
with
to-
you.
Hold on,
One
hold
day
on.
you're disappointed
Hold
and
on.
you're ashamed of your
Hold
damn
on.
brand. Then the next
Hold
day
on.
you over there goddamn on
Hold
field
on, let me
goddamn
check
jock,
your ass.
running that
Let me
shit worse
check
than a
your ass.
fucking jockey
Hold on.
trying to get
Check
your
your ass.
Check
Hold on.
temperature, cuz.
right there, Post.
Let me
Hell,
check your
you
ass.
just
Teddy.
get up with
Hold
that
on.
shit.
Hold on. Let me check you, Teddy. I dropped the bag.
Try.
Hey,
Please
I'm
try.
finna
Please
check you,
try.
Teddy. I
You go
dropped
ahead
the
and tell
bag.
me I
Hey,
dropped the bag. I don't give a
you
rat's
came
bag. Go
on
ahead.
this
Come on.
show as a true pony. When you first came on this show, you was a pony. You was defending.
Okay. I'm not denying that.
Hold on.
Mass.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute.
finish.
Hold on, real quick.
Let him finish.
Let me finish. You came on this show as a pony. You went over to We Bleed Green and turned Xbox. And now you want to come over here and be neutral and be neutral.
Newsflash, Captain Caveman.
that was Scram nigga.
Damn, go to We Bleed Green. I'm telling you this right now. I'm being as real can get.
Never to trust a man who can't choose a side.
Trash. The PlayStation show was trash. Both of them didn't really show me anything there is to be excited for next gen. Now, you may think, on the other hand, but let's face facts. That Halo trailer, abysmal.
Teddy, I was told never
be giving you an indies next generation.
Never trust a man who can't choose a side, brother. Never trust a man who can't choose a side.
I'll be buying both. I'll be buying both consoles for my multiplex, I guess. I guess that's what it's going to come down to. Who has the better multiplat? Because let's face facts. Let's face facts. I mean, it ain't like you're going to be able to judge exclusives come next generation. You ain't going to see them bitches for about 2-3 years for each one. So you might as well just see. So you might as well just see who got the better multiplat within 2 to 3 years. No. Because I'm being real, and you damn bots can't handle that shit either. Can't handle it. Y'all can't handle when somebody trying to be real.
I'm gonna let y'all know. The nigga came on as a straight pony the first time.
So we can go. No. Look at this in the past. We talking about Snapper Playboy. Okay, so we already know that. Once again,
this nigga ain't flipping the what?
Hey, but once
Post,
again,
why does he have to choose a side?
Once again, Post.
Bro, he beating your ass
again,
with
Post. Hold on, stay out of this buck real quick. But once again, you on Phil's jock. You on his damn jock, and buddy, you on that damn jock hard. One day you're disappointed at him, the next day you're calling that son bitch daddy. You better goddamn pick up for your goddamn self there, buddy boy.
He call that nigga daddy.
Is just about sick of this shit.
Teddy, you was just on We Bleed Green sniffing job strikes.
I wasn't on We Bleed Green, kind sir. I was on Scram Punks, and I'm sitting there saying I was actually excited to see what the show had to offer because I felt like it was Scram Punks, but it was Scram Punks.
We can't hear any of this. Come on.
Hey, Tsunami, what did he say though?
You was on Scram Punks talking like a professional Xbox player, bro. What are you talking about?
Sir. But let me tell you something.
Sue, am I lying, Sue?
All I said was that I was
Wait.
Sue, am I lying?
And I said it was going to depend on how the show went.
Tell the truth.
He said on Scram Punks that he is 60%
He said he is 60%
50 to 60. 50 to 60.
60. Yeah,
I said 50 to 60.
What the fuck came on for a pony though?
It don't matter what I came on as. By looking at all this gaming news and throughout the damn years, I could go from neutral to a goddamn full-fledged pony. I could go from neutral to a goddamn weebly green. But as far
in the gaming community, bro,
like I said again, y'all don't.
Hold up, we pay the bills right quick. Hold up, ding, ding, ding. We pay the bills. Hold up. My man here. Hold on. Sell double E. He said y'all keep saying man, let Grid choke his ass out. Max City Entertainment, Port Rock to the cool moon, fuck out of here to the moon. That was my man Corey Terrell. P-Rock is correct. Xbox Series dev kit shipped in June because they were waiting for RDNA3 check. PS5 dicks. I'm sorry, PS5 dicks. Jesus Christ. Pardon me. Pardon me. PS5 dev kits. PS5 dev kits were available much earlier because of RDNA1. Very old architecture. Hold on, we got another one here. Okay, Coop man. Thanks for calling Ricky Smiley confused ass out. He left the bots brainwash him. He was a pony, kicked this country ass the fuck ass off the show. As she Nuzzle said, Xbox will have the better multi-plat hands down. Sony too scared to let Digital Foundry break down their PS5 because that shit is horse shit. And T-Easy, this show is better than the Xbox. I'm gonna tell Mass I have 4 jabs left. Come out west to K-Town. Pay your art school on. After you pay your art school on.
All right, if you look at the timeline, I posted all of my art that I've done for some for Macy's, another concept art for a game level that we was working on, and then Sarah Lee's, and then Grader's Ice Cream. Look on there, you'll see my art.
You said you made a game green?
No. If you look at the pictures, there's one that says Macy's.
Time out. You did artwork for
you said you made a game?
You made a game for Cougars.
No.
Nigga made a game for Sam's Club. What?
No.
He animated the Burger King game.
Sneak King? Fuck nigga make Sneak King?
You made a game for the iPhone, Pimp?
You can't have a serious conversation.
That fuck nigga said he co-developed Sneak King. I'm sleep.
It's pointless.
What's the name of that
Yo, he was an art director of goddamn Sneak King. I'm sleep.
You animated Sneak King,
and Post going back and forth for some goddamn ice cream game.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. He gotta get it. This one cabinet cooling goes wrong.
You gotta get love.
They finna put your head in the boom boom room, nigga.
That motherfucker painted
ice cream. I know there's a red.
Ain't nobody say no Kroger's ice cream, but here come the wolf pack. Do what y'all do.
Either goddamn way. All I see is a goddamn grocery store.
Where do you see a grocery store at? Where do you see a grocery store at? Where do you see a grocery store at? Do you know what you're looking at?
No. I know exactly what I'm looking at here.
Which one? Which one's a grocery store then? Tell me.
The one that got all the items over there in the freezer.
I see a turkey fried chicken at the
That's
bottom.
not a grocery store. That's not a grocery store. That's not a grocery store. That's not a grocery store.
That's a Boston Market or a turkey fried
You made a game for Boston Market.
That's not a grocery store.
Circle K.
Whatever, man.
Fuck nigga said he worked on Coach K for the Genesis. God damn. He said he ain't developing games since Coach K for the Genesis. God damn. He was had a bitch for 10 years. Y'all niggas crazy. Hey, y'all cutting up in the chat. Yo, have some respect for the motherfucking animals.
They just ain't letting you.
Hey, yo, have some respect. Hey, listen, fuck that. You motherfuckers in the chat, y'all gonna respect the members of the goddamn panel. Fuck nigga said he said he ain't made a game since Coach K since the Genesis.
I hate the
God damn, dog.
Going at it.
Greg gotta get used to the format and how to
He
show
said, man,
works.
y'all niggas, y'all ain't know with some motherfuckers, y'all some Neanderthals. Can't have an educated conversation with you motherfuckers.
There was blood in the water, dog. That's all.
Hey, yo, they said Grid, they hate you broke man skeleton, man. I don't know what the fuck going on here. Anybody can get it. He made a goddamn the Sneak King.
Wait.
Time out. This man did artwork for Sarah Lee's goddamn.
Shit. Wait, hold on. I got something in my goddamn mind. Hold up. I thought y'all was joking. He really made a goddamn game for goddamn Colonel Sanders. He really made a goddamn game for Colonel Sanders.
Yo, this is by far.
Hey, yo, y'all got to be shitting me. Motherfucker made a goddamn, he made a pie game. This motherfucker Motherfucker made a game for paying the bell. Goddamn sweet potato pie. God damn, yo.
This
Z, you ain't gonna share your screen?
Hey, Post.
That nigga made
I ain't gonna lie to you,
HD.
this some clean ass artwork though. But
That pie do look good as hell. That pie do look good as hell.
All right.
This nigga Teddy, I fumbled the bag page. Says Sarah Lee, I'm done.
Oh man, I'm gonna share my screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, bro, you get mad at me all you want, but you know, good anyway. That's some see out there, Shirley Angel food cake right there.
I'm hungry for some cheesecake.
Nigga said you gotta eat that shit with white gloves on, fuck nigga.
The building ain't got no windows in it, son.
Oh shit!
What kind of shit is that?
Bro, man, animated the all butter pound. Damn, boy. Hey, man, I'm finna go give me a Big Mac.
Hey yo, hold up, yo. Hey yo, they said he made some shit called Sweet Options. God damn, dog. Look, oh shit. Hey, don't worry about it, Grid. That shit do look good as hell, Grid. Yeah.
That's nasty.
Hey, yo, Grid, man, you got weird. Hey, Grid, you ain't got
Hey, you know what? You know what?
Fuck these niggas, Grid.
I ain't tripping because I made hundreds of thousands
Talk
of dollars.
that shit, Grid.
Hundreds. So I ain't tripping. Talk all the shit you want to talk.
Ow.
Talk all the shit you want to talk. You know what I mean?
Donuts.
Talk all the shit you want to talk, baby.
Wait.
Talk all the shit you want to talk, baby.
My man brought out the 401k.
Hey, yo, I see donuts. I see Krispy Kreme. That shit do look good. That shit. Yo, that shit. Hey, yo, that shit do look good though. I ain't gonna hold you, Grid.
That nigga batch on us right now.
Yo, my bro Grid put out a whole Krispy Kreme.
I see that
section,
shit.
Though.
I see that shit.
That's my bro though. That's my bro though.
Hey, yo, Grid, how long did it take you to do all that?
God damn, dog.
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
Shit, all of them. Shit, how long did it take you to make that shit, man? That shit look good in the motherfucker, man.
Well, the Macy's one.
Everybody hungry now.
Yeah, boy, shit. I'm gonna give me something to eat in a few minutes after the show. You feel
that
me?
Sarah Lee strawberry shortcake filling.
Boy, motherfucking right. Shit,
I gotta say that's a photo.
Y'all do realize, you do realize that Macy's is a Fortune 500 company, right?
Hold up, let me pay these bills right. These niggas crazy, man. He said, right, in a sense, Teddy, so we can't compare Open World Halo with Miles Morales. No one's going to wait 2 years for Microsoft to get their act together before they judge more round. I'll read that one again. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny ass artwork. That nigga hopped in with his whole motherfucking portfolio. He don't know I'm all about the foolery and fuckery. This nigga really made some pie games. Nigga, you are on the wrong show for that. Nigga, clip that. Nigga said I made hundreds of $1,000. I made $100,000. Nigga. When capping and cooning goes wrong, ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Hey, yo. Fuck nigga hopped in with his whole portfolio just now. True fuck nigga, man. See, if my knuckles is ash, then you look like Tinook from the animation show Trippin'. The River. Fuck out of here, nigga. He made that KFC console. Oh man, Corey T with Grid Match get together and make a game. I guarantee to be dog shit. Probably look like Pong passing a piece of chicken back and forth. Hey yo, I ain't lying. This fuck nigga hopped in here with his whole. He done showed his high school diploma, his motherfucking night school diploma, career ed diploma. God damn, dog. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Listen, man. That shit wild, bro. That nigga wild for that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was some funny shit there, man. Listen, man, hit the motherfucking like button, man. Share the video around. No, I mean, is that the Burger King game? Yeah, you just getting here, Tank. Yes, it is. Share the video around. Hit the like button, man. Pass the word around. You know, I'm back on my grind, man. If I don't put up the best motherfucking shows on YouTube, man, tell these niggas give me my flowers while I can smell them, man. I'll be back actually tomorrow, 3 o'clock. So yeah, tomorrow, 3 o'clock. I got a one-on-one with Crack. I'm gonna see what he talking about, man. Hey, Matt, I hope you got your money's worth, man. I'm talking for you, man. Sometimes I just let shit go back. That nigga, see, look, this what happen when you be talking too long. You think you got a motherfucker on the ropes, right? And they come out that motherfucker. He done dropped this shit. Nigga, what? What? But again, man, shout out to everybody that rocked out live. I appreciate it. These fucking niggas still behind me fighting. I'll be back on tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Like I said, I'll be on Twitch. And I tell you, for those that be rocking on the Twitch be live in the goddamn show. Like, you know what I mean? Them shit's always going left. My man here, Rice said, how much to put Ronald McDonald in the room? Hey, yo, listen, bro, whatever you gonna drop. Shit, you want him in there? You know, I do it live on there. What you gonna put? You gonna put a bag on his head? What you want? You know how we do. Let me know. Shit, let me right now. Hold up. Shit, you know what I mean? You want the bounties. Shit, hold up. I'm gonna put them smooth up there. Hold up. Let me get my display caption open. You know, I gotta make a whole thing out of it. Hold up. I'm gonna get them talking about it. Let me know right now. Hold up. Oh, all right, hold up. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, this shit was lit tonight. Yeah, hey, Rick, what's up, Rick? What's up? Put a bounty on him right now? He was capping. What you gonna do? I'm gonna put his ass in there. I'm gonna drop him smooth in that motherfucker. I got the finger on the trigger right now. How you want it? I'm spinning the barrel. Russian roulette, man. Let me know. I'm gonna drop him in there right now. Spinning the barrel. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? Show was lit tonight. Yeah, we cut up, Rob. Let me know. What's up? Once in my life, I have someone that I can trust.
Look on YouTube, see what
KFC console.
He's doing YouTube or he's on Twitch?
No, he's on YouTube. What's on YouTube, man? I ain't gonna lie, that was some funny shit. No, we still live. That nigga hopped in this motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you still recording.
Yo, what's going on here?
Janky
get them deals. I read them all. I was reading one of those motherfuckers fight. And they motherfucker said that the Burger King game. Grid and Mad. Motherfucker said Grid. Hey, yo, motherfucker said Grid and Mad should get together and make a game. I guarantee it'll be dog shit. Probably like Paul passing around a piece of chicken back and forth. Oh my god, my man, it's easy said this motherfucker made the game on the KFC console. Like these motherfuckers crazy.
Hey, did you see? You look at the timeline. What's that? Phantom Kraken said found Grid after getting paid by Burger King. It's a picture of a nigga standing in the picture.
Shit, I can't, bro.
Yo, my nigga, you get lifetime free nuggets.
Motherfuckers that made a game on the KFC console.
Hey, you feel like a life supply of food from Burger King and shit too.
Hey, G. Free Whopper.
Oh yeah, but how long you been making games though, Grid? Like how long you been doing that?
I've been doing level art and building art and architectural art for about 20 years.
About 20 years.
Because what you got to do is you got to build the game. I mean, build the art first, and then they go in and they'll put a process on. They call you'll do what they call bump mapping, or they'll put they'll scan it to a point to where now, like, you know how games used to look to where they didn't really look like you could go inside of them and shit like that. You got to model that shit out first before they can do that. You see what I'm saying? So I used to do all the modeling and shit so they can go ahead and wrap them around squares and make them.
Oh, you went to school for that?
I'm an architect. That's what I'm.
I dropped his ass in the cool room. We don't care what that shit, nigga.
Come on, man. I want to see.
Fuck nigga out there with his whole portfolio. Get your ass in that cool room, nigga. Who that nigga on that nag? I want that bitch with titties. Get your ass in that cool room.
Know the chat how it goes.
Look at the cool.
He said, "Who that man?"
Look at the cool.
Hey, I'm just kicked in. This is
Hey, yo, man.
Hey, why y'all put my man?
Hey, yo, nigga, fucking nigga said he went to school for theatrics, man. We went with that shit, bro.
He said that nigga had time out.
Yo.
His shit got NDAs on it. He said he learned how to make games by going to underwater welding school.
Pretty much.
He said he can't talk about it. He under NDA.
Yeah, man. NDA. My man said PNT Easy 83. That's what's up, baby. Oh, it's your PS4 shit. My shit is Zaire next gen, man. But ladies and gentlemen, back with the bitch tomorrow at 3 o'clock, man.
No doubt.
That nigga was capping and cooning. That ain't shit. That's what capping. He had mans on the ropes. He had him on ropes. He came back with the motherfucking frozen pie. He fucked up. Is that a game, motherfucker? What the fuck is that? Motherfuckers, he was a lead developer on Sneak King. This nigga started naming fast food joints. Like, what the? Like, huh?
Yeah, you see my Boston Market
That
game?
nigga in there still talking. Shit.
Nigga said he co-developed the goddamn Monopoly game with McDonald's back in the day. I'm like, what?
Wait, I have to see his
This nigga here tripping. He cannot have an educated conversation with us. We ain't nothing but haters.
I modeled the thimble.
Oh man! So we hate on his blackness, souls of blackness. They trying to keep a black brother down. How tall was you, Z? God damn!
Wait, why do you bring up some random white women too? What was that?
I don't even fucking know. He
Pierce.
said, "Do you know who Julia Roberts is?" No, fuck nigga.
Oh shit!
You know who Karen White is? Who the fuck is Karen White?
I can't.
I gotta go. I gotta go. See, y'all look. Hey, shit about to go low.
Yo,
I gotta go.
Where you going?
Shit, the kick.
Where you going, man?
I gotta go. There you go. Shit, the kick then.
Yo, this show.
Hey, yo, I ain't lying. But that's what he gets for being a bully. He punched Mass in his motherfucking eye. The conversation was over. This nigga came back with a trapper keeper from 12th grade. Came back with a goddamn trapper keeper from the 12th goddamn grade. And I'm like, is that your feeling? What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey,
Hold on. No. Nigga said, yeah.
Developing game.
I drew the motherfucker said he drew the driveway in the Waffle House. I'm like, what?
I think we got another thrash though. He went from development games for 20 years to being architect for 20 years.
We gotta put them.
Nigga said he was an architect. What you built? A birdhouse, fuck nigga.
Hey, so when I said what I coded with, and then everybody was like, "Oh my god!" But this nigga came back and showed a character model where?
The nigga said.
Nah, I'm just putting.
Hey yo, hey Greg.
And I said exactly what the fuck I used. He said no.
Hey yo, my man said Fury designs cake for mannequins.
Hey, he was a.
Hey yo, that motherfucker said. I said, what did you? I said, Greg, what did you build? What did you build?
Exactly what I
nigga said a squirrel feeder.
Oh shit!
I'm done. Yeah. Well, that might be cap. That might be cap in the last 5 goddamn years. That was cap on top of cap.
He's in the phantom zone in the quarter law. He need to answer for his
yes, sir. And man, Cradle. And listen, man, the hands of justice be swift and sweet. Fuck niggas. Hey, fuck nigga. We hey, Greg. Nigga, that was cool. That was cap of the last goddamn 25 goddamn years. I mean, you can't fall that same with cap on the goddamn Titanic. Like, goddamn, they said, what did you build? Nigga said, I'm an architect. What did you build? A squirrel feeder.
You didn't listen to what I said. You just put me in the cap.
Nigga, that shit. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna let that shit sounded bogus. That was some Epstein shit there, bro.
No.
But that was exotic.
Okay, well, hey,
that nigga said, you know, Reagan, what's his name? Nacy Reagan.
If you're not gonna let me talk,
they know what? You know these motherfuckers. They ain't me. These niggas is haters. Porter Rock. Blame Porter Rock for this shit. These niggas is straight haters. Hey, bro, they hating on you, bro. Hey, Greg, they be hating on your flow as you can, bro. It ain't me.
Greg, man, if that was a leap of faith, you went from building characters to building buildings.
No. What I'm saying is that I can't show. I will show you some characters.
But he got post. Leave that shit alone.
What I show you.
You ain't by your PC.
Studio did you work for?
You say you actually have character art, right? You say
my man animated King Kong on the Empire State Building.
Earth when you show us Geraldine's and Sarah Lee and Company.
Hey man,
he needs to animate Craig.
I tried to stick up for you, bro.
I'm gonna go back into the cabinet.
Hey yo, yeah, fuck these niggas, Greg. Hey Greg, fuck these niggas, Greg.
Put me back in the cabinet.
Hey, fuck these niggas, Greg.
My man animated King Kong.
Hey yo, Ricky Brown said I had to put a bag on that coon.
that boy Teddy said,
Come on now, man. Hey, yo, he said, man, should come out now. Put a bounty on his ass. Hey, yo. I'm good.
Nobody believes
goddamn ice cream maker.
Hey, yo.
Hey, bro, but that nigga said he made $100,000.
Nigga said, how much? And nigga said, I made one design. One design, nigga. $1,000.
He said, fuck y'all niggas, I got the $4,000.
Hey, yo. He ain't said that's $1,000, G. That fuck nigga said there's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Why you say 100,000 like that?
Nigga, I get paid for my work, nigga. I get paid for my time.
That's how you do it.
Hey, look, hey, Clips, what do you say, Clips?
He said, fuck y'all niggas, man. I made $100,000.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That got to go in the Cool Cat Hall of Fame. Clip that. That definitely got to go in the Cool Cat Hall of Fame.
Hold on, Z. Clips, push it one more time.
He said, fuck y'all niggas, bro. I made $100,000.
Hey, yo, sleep. Hey, yo, sleep. Hey, yo, Corey Tidwell said, he said, Mash showed their cold stepping from a fat foul editing carrot stats. Come on, man. Y'all niggas tripping.
Why this nigga?
Hey, Grid still in here? I'm about to hop in. Hey, Grid, I'm in here, but Grid, I'm talking to Grid. Fuck them niggas down here, Grid. I'm talking to you. I know you made $100,000, nigga. I know you getting that motherfucking money. Fuck what them niggas talking about.
I'm talking to Rose for a second.
Hey, man, fuck them niggas, though.
Finish, right? Hey, let me
you talking to the pastor? You talking to the pastor?
So when I started working for these architectural firms, you know what people don't realize that video game companies use architectural firms to lay out levels. And
this nigga still up there lying. I can't. Now this nigga up there lying to the pastor. You know we ain't got to play Rose a fucking pastor. I can't. I'll listen, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the show today, put one finger in the air. Put one goddamn listen. If you're tired of the motherfucking COVID-19, put one finger in the air. Put one goddamn finger in the air. And if I'm the best at what I do, put one goddamn finger in the air. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, for once in my life, I got someone that I can trust. I'm out of here, man. Next year, 720. And fuck niggas still up there lying. Nigga said make hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm gone, man.